Hello guys, and welcome to another Frankenpunk one-shot here on Somewherebound called Steam and Eyre, of course made and DM'd by our beautiful Game Master Lydia, so take it away.
Welcome to a Frankenpunk one-shot. This is, as Hulda said, Steam and Eyre. And we have a wonderful cast ready to play. Some of you might remember some of them are playing the same characters they were in the last Frankenpunk one-shot. And I can explain a little bit on where they're going and what they're doing. So several of them got this note from one of the headmasters at the university they go to. Yes, I apologize for sending you into that situation. The school never would have allowed students to witness such an unraveling. I hate to ask those of you who were there to go on another journey, but perhaps the country air will do you some good. A small break in your studies to rest your mind. We have a new teacher's assistant joining us, but she asked for help getting to the school. We told her we would be happy to help and send some students around her own age to lessen the tensions of her journey. She also has not had the easiest time of it. She's a governess at the estate of Mr. Rochester, and is quite eager to accept the position. She did not go into much detail why she is leaving, but if you could please make sure she gets here safely, your journey will likely involve you staying overnight at the house before returning the next day. I understand that Rochester is holding a ball the day after, so if you could please stay for that, it would be much appreciated. Safe travels, Headmaster Shelley. So, as you remember that same note that some of you got, the metal train shivers as the cold lingers on the windows. All the warmth of the steam and the camaraderie of others traveling does not reach the train cabin where 5 classmates sit and wait to reach their destination. The train slowly moves into the small country station, and as whistles blow and doors open and close, your group exits the train. If you could please explain what you are doing and describe your character and who you are as you do it, that would be much appreciated. So what are you doing? I'll pick on someone. Good idea.
We all run.
You don't get off the train. Myth, what are you doing?
Jesus Christ, why'd you have to pick me first?
I choose someone else?
Let's go.
No, we can pick me, it's fine. I hadn't had a story prepared. So, I'm Lori. Hi, how's it going? Wow, love it. Off to a great start already.
Oh my god.
Lori has he has this little pocket book with these little poems, and he's a poet, clearly. And look at me, I look insufferable. Of course I'm a poet. And he's sitting next to Faelynn, or near Faelynn somehow. Faelynn and Bonnie, most likely. And it's just jotting down little things. He has a little flask of whiskey in his pocket that he keeps, sipping on a little bit. But not enough to rouse suspicion.
For inspiration.
Yeah, a little bardic inspiration. But he's just being a pretentious little shit.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
Faelynn, since you're near him, what are you doing?
So Faelynn is most likely either fidgeting with her gloves, just looking at her pistol, fixing, tightening screws and stuff. And if she's not doing that, she's just reading a book, I'm most likely a textbook from school, just to keep herself busy and just to keep herself, thinking about, okay, the next test is going to be about this and this, I need to write a paper about that, so I'll just get ahead on the reading while I'm at it. Just to keep herself busy. She's been quite quiet for most of the train trip, but not an uncomfortable quietness, just enjoying the moment.
Okay. I'm guessing that Bonnie's probably not
Yeah.
going to be too far from
No, she's
Faelynn.
most likely sitting
Yeah.
Not
Bonnie-
too far,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie, what are you doing?
So Bonnie is very much sat there, occasionally glowering over at Laurie when she sees him like lean in to Faelynn to like look at what she's reading or something like that.
He'll
And
wink at her. He'll wink at her, same eye contact.
it just makes her angrier, and the train ticket that she's been fiddling with, she's just tearing each time, just very aggressively, just scrunching. And then occasionally, if Harvey, I'm guessing who's sitting like opposite, like if his feet like stray over too far, she just kicks them back over to his side. Just like,
Bonnie chooses violence.
she just got here. She's kind of wishing that Violet was sat opposite her instead of Harvey, probably. Just like, so she doesn't have to look
Harvey-
at your dumb face.
So Harvey sits across from Bonnie. What is Harvey doing?
Harvey has been writing letters to Robin the entire time. He is taking note and making sure that even though that they are apart, he is going to be writing down every detail of the moments that they are away and telling her how much that he misses her. And
Oh
I
my
feel like he
God.
has a little pocket watch, and in the watch, when he flips it open, there's a picture of Robin in there. So he's
Oh
looking at the
my
time and he's
God.
looking at Robin. So he's been writing letters. He also baked snacks for the train ride. So he's sending out some cookies to everybody.
What kind of cookies?
Laurie's gonna take a few cookies. It's gonna be like.
They're sugar cookies. They're the best sugar cookies.
Yes.
I love that. Munch munch.
Okay, Violet, you're the last one. What are you doing?
Violet has been writing an essay for class that's due in like 2 weeks. She is going over her notes, and she is trying very hard not to pay attention to all the shenanigans that's happening around her, but every once in a while she'll hear Harvey like squeaking in the background as Bonnie kicks him. And she's sitting next to Harvey, and every time Bonnie kicks him, she just kind of like pats him on the like, kind of nudges him with her elbow. But for the most part, she's just kind of like, you guys need to shut up. I am writing. You can't make a sentence with a preposition.
Before we move on the whole way, I just like to point out that Seed made this dress that he's wearing. For this, like literally before.
The chat can't see Lydia.
Yeah, but that
Oh,
happened.
no.
The chat can't
No,
see
she's
Lydia.
back. This happened, you know,
It
during
happened last time, and then
Do I gotta leave and come back?
No, you're back now.
no, you should be fine. It
No?
will fix
No.
itself.
No, no.
Okay.
You're
Um,
back.
good.
Awesome.
Myth is flickering, but it's all good. Everything's fine.
Sorry,
So, I'm
everybody.
just gonna- I'm
I
just
live
gonna-
out in the country. My internet is not the best, so you'll just have to listen to the sweet serenades of my voice and maybe not die a little on the inside.
I'm just gonna put it right now
Too
because we're gonna get comments like constantly. If someone vanishes like black, just don't comment on it. It'll come back. Like we can see what's
Just
happening.
pretend you roll low on perception.
like,
you just
I
can't.
can-
You can't see.
Yeah, just like it'll come back. Just don't worry
Yeah.
about it. We can see what's happening.
Okay. So as like all this is kind of happening, the train is kind of slowed to a halt. And like you see a lot of people just coming out of the little cabins of the train and like taking their luggage and moving off. This is your stop, by the way.
Oh God!
Oh, okay.
I'll just sit here like,
Just like watching, like Why is that all in character for all of us though?
We're here.
We're here.
Yeah, Harvey
get
wraps
your
up his. All right, give me a minute, and he's wrapping up his snacks and he's putting away his pens and paper.
Oh my God! She's just gonna like grab his letters
Be
and like
careful
grab
with
his bag and
that!
just stuff them in.
That was a birthday gift. That was a
She
birthday
was.
gift. Please.
You can write another one if it's so crumpled. It's gonna get crumpled in the post anyway. Just hurry, we gotta get off. What if the train goes? Are you gonna pay for our
You have
ticket
no
to get back?
respect for good stationery.
Faelynn has already
Hardly, I couldn't
left.
give a flying fuck. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Faelynn has just
Well,
left.
no, Laurie was going to talk to her.
Yeah,
Laurie was going to talk to
Oh,
her,
yeah.
Faelynn. Come over here.
she's gonna take Laurie under her arm and like be like, let's just go. And she like looks at Violet
gonna
and
look
be
back
like,
at the-
nudges
at the-
like Violet, like, come on, let's leave them fighting.
As they're going to walk, he's going to look back and he's going to go, Faelynn, are they always like that?
Oh, you were not on the last mission. It was even worse. So just let it, get it out of their system. Either it becomes worse, or it becomes better. But I cannot promise you anything.
The biggest grin just erupts on his face, and he's going, that's absolutely marvelous.
She like stops a bit, like, oh, all right. If you think so, that is, I'll let you
Violet
think that.
Violet is gonna be like putting her papers back into her bags and like organizing her books, and just like walks past them and over her shoulder goes, "Keep your big ideas to yourself, trust fund," and then just keeps going.
Chess
Violet,
is
go
going,
to the night! Go to the night! Oh!
I love her. She's like, be still, my beating heart.
exactly. Laurie's gonna like watch her, and he's gonna go, I don't know who the fuck she is, but I love that one.
Oh, Laurie, Violet. She's one of the ones. She's the one who got in on a scholarship. You know. She's one of the few
Didn't
that.
know we offered scholarships at school. That's so lovely. I don't go to class often.
Okay,
so I wouldn't-
Tamaki.
Oh my god! Okay! I get that I based this character off of Tamaki, but we don't need Kiss, kiss, fall in love. Do-do, do-do. That's his theme song, by the way.
Oh my god, yes it is. Yes it is.
Bunny probably at this point is like pushing Harvey to like just get off
Oh my god.
the train. It's like you didn't leave anything. I've already checked under the table.
So watch out for this space, I'll trip, alright? Just back
Oh
up, alright?
my god, Harvey, they're gonna leave without us. Just go.
Harvey's clutching his letters, he's like, just be gentle, please!
Get off the train.
Mother mercy. He's off the train and he's clutching his letters and he's just scowling at Bunny now. Not if she looks at him, he'll be like, nice. But when she looks away, he's just sad.
She absolutely does. She like whips around to like glare at him, and then she's like, I can feel your eyes on the back of my head.
You should have a doctor look at that. That sounds like
Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny, Harvey. I'll kill you in your sleep.
I know you will. Please
you're
don't. I didn't mean it. I didn't.
She's gonna back away and not take her eyes off him as she backs over to where Faelynn is, and then she's like,
That's when Laurie. Oh, sorry. I was about to say, that's when Laurie turns back to Harvey and he's gonna go, don't worry, love. She says it to everybody she likes. She's been saying that to me for years now. And look at me, I'm right as rain. And then continues walking away.
And then Faelynn, like, as Laurie says, sorry, Lydia. As Laurie says that, Faelynn muttered to herself, she's never talked like that to me. And like,
no,
Sod's
you've never
like,
locked your door. You've never locked your fucking door. He does. I've tried. His door's always locked.
Snooty.
Get in.
The highest of security, darling. I can pay for it, therefore I'll use it. It's not my fault you're not a good locket picker, whatever the fuck they're called.
sorry, Lids.
It's alright.
Carry on.
As like all of this is happening, you hear like a slight voice pop up from like you look out, and it's just like, "You're the ones I'm supposed to pick up yet." And like you look kind of around, and then you look down, and then there's just like a dwarvish woman staring up at you, and she's got like red hair tied up with like kind of into a bun, and she's obviously in like servant's garb, and she's just like looking really unimpressed around here, and she's like, "Well, pile in then. Haven't got all night.
Oh.
And she like turns around towards like a kind of hybrid carriage. It's like a cross between a carriage and an automobile. Like it's still drawn by a horse, but it looks like it could go without the horse. But it's just kind of saving money right now by using the horse. And she like steps in and she's like, "Do you want to go to Thornfield?"
Yes.
Yes, we do. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
That's
Bonnie.
all
You first.
destination.
You first. Go ahead. You get the best seat in the house. He's gonna shove Bonnie into the carriage.
She's gonna pick up her bag, like where she's just dropped it, where he's like shoved her. She's like, I'll get in first, you piece sack of shit.
I love it when you use pet names for me, darling. Makes me feel so loved and appreciated.
She sits down, she's just like gripping her fist. She's like, don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him.
Do it.
Breathing exercises always work for me.
And then Laurie's gonna take his hand and he's gonna use it to help Faelynn get into the little carriage thing, as a gentleman would.
Oh,
Don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him.
oh, thank you so much, lovely.
She turns to Bonnie and she murmurs, "I won't tell."
Well, you know what? I think you and I are gonna get on swimmingly.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Grace Poole.
Bonnie Blackwood, nice to meet you.
It's just like Faelynn-
Harvey looks over. Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say Harvey looks around and he's clutching like I guess his little satchel that he has. And he looks to Violet and is like, "Well, after you."
Violet will offer him her hand and be like, "What do you want to lift up as well?"
You know, that'd be great. Actually, thank you.
I got his voice.
And he hops on it. That was. Thank you for that.
You look like you needed it, and then she's gonna follow in after him.
All right. Looks like we're good to go then. And he like moves the reins and the horse starts pulling you guys along. Are you here for the ball then?
We're originally here to get the governess to our school, but but of course we're here
Miss
for the ball
Eyre.
as well. Yeah, yes.
Miss Eyre, yeah.
I hadn't heard of her leaving. Well, more power to her.
I mean,
This lady is unbothered, and I love her.
it's a very good school, and I promise you that we'll take good care of her.
Oh, I don't doubt. Jane's one that can take care of herself. She matches up to his lordship, so
Ooh, his lordship.
Is it
yes.
Rochester?
Mr.
Rochester, because he's the one who owns Stonefield.
Yes, Mr. Rochester owns it.
He's Mr. Rochester. I haven't heard much about him lately.
He's been through a bit of a time.
A bit of a
Haven't we all?
Yeah.
Yes, well, there was some sort of situation with his wife a few years ago.
Wife's nasty business.
Yeah, not interested in them myself.
I'd love to have one.
I'd love to have one someday.
I'd love to have one someday.
I'm sure we know who you'd love to have as your wife, Harvey.
I'd appreciate it if you and Harvey was about to just say something to Bonnie, but he swallows his words and he's like, never mind.
Phelan's gonna take Bunny's hand and give him a wee break.
Fine. Fine.
Thank you.
Harvey, I'm so excited for when you finally marry Robin. I think you make a lovely couple.
And
Thank
Bonnie,
you, Bonnie.
are such an incredible actress. I really, truly believed your performance there. It was stellar.
Laurie, I'm gonna come for
Do you
you,
wanna
and
roll
when I
for
do, I want her
deceit?
back.
Oh, please.
No, she doesn't have to roll for deceit here. She knows that she's not gonna bother. He knows how she feels. She's not lying. She genuinely thinks they make a lovely couple.
Why
Just,
is Bonnie the cat in the hat going, I'll get you, and I'll make it look like a bloody accident?
Right.
No, I don't want to be the cat in the hat.
Someone
You
make
are.
a meme
Right.
right now.
It's your birthright. That's what you are.
Mhm.
Yes. The cat in the
born
hat chooses you.
Some
You don't
have
my
greatness
next cosplay.
thrust
thrust
on them.
upon them.
I don't like anything related to the cat in the hat being thrust upon anyone. I'm just gonna put that out there.
What is it? Are
Oh.
people born wicked or wickedness thrust upon them? It's the same with like cat in the hat memes.
No. Anyway, thank you for coming to the stream.
Yeah, alright,
It's been great, guys. See you later.
We went to the mansion, did it, got it. We're good. We're good.
All right.
And Grace, like, so like the house is like coming up kind of close. You can kind of see it in the distance. It's not too far from town and the train station and everything.
Laurie's gonna go, Not as impressive as I thought it would be, but
Oh, shut
Don't
Ow.
worry. Don't worry, young lord. I'm sure there's been plenty who've said the same to you.
Oh, actually quite not. You'd be surprised.
Bonnie's
My-
just laughing hysterically in his face. She's like, wow. It's like she knows you. It's like she knows you.
Well,
Well, his kind is easy to tell out.
all right. Just
That was a
I
good
feel
one,
attacked in
Tyler.
this carriage today. Faelynn, why am I here? Why am I here?
Welcome to my world.
Because he said yes to the job, Laurie, and we're here to be professionals.
Are we? Because I feel like not many of us here are being very professional, you know.
It's because we're
Fine,
not
but we
there
got-
yet. We have a job to do, everybody. Don't forget
Harvey, tell me about your lovely fiance, girlfriend, partner, companion, whatever the fuck you called her. Let's change
here
the
we go.
subject.
She's,
Bonnie, shut your-
she's the
And
light
the
of my
carriage
life.
arrives
Oh,
at the house.
Bonnie's literally gonna like dive out like, oh, thank God.
Laurie's gonna take another swig of his flask, and it's gonna last for a little longer than usual. And then he's just gonna go, okay, and put it back in his pocket.
As you like start getting out of the sort of carriage car hybrid, the carriage,
I didn't
end
like
the stream
that.
here. Cut the camera.
I really love the idea of a horse pulling a car, like a full car, engine and all.
I want it to be like a little Shetland pony too.
Yeah, it's like
But
VW.
no, the
VW
car
bug.
I imagined was like, you know, one of those really bulky Land Rover Discoveries. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
in the countryside. It's all the rich people out here in the English countryside with their Land Rover Discoveries.
So Grace like helps like take one of the smaller bags because like she's like, you've got arms.
Right, yeah. Sorry, that's my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
All hands are on deck right now, so we can't really have servants to spare when you come a day early.
Oh.
Right, sorry.
And as she's like starting to like walk inside, she keeps talking. Yes, mealtime has probably been distributed already. We can have some things brought to the drawing room though. In the East Wing is where we've managed to have some beds set aside for you. It's a little short notice.
Wait, are we all in the same room?
No, there's 4 rooms though, so 2 of you'll have to share.
Oh, aye. All right. Okay.
I don't mind sharing with
Right.
everyone.
I can share. That's fine.
I don't want to
Alright.
share with most people here.
Right. Me
I
and
don't want
Violet-
to be in the same room as you, so I'm sure we can arrange that.
Alright, me and
As
Violet
Bonnie
will,
went to like
I'm
suggest-
flattered, Violet, that you thought I was talking about you. No, I kind of like it. It's Bonnie.
As-
Like,
Oh, shut up. As Bonnie went to like, you're like, oh, I'll share with you. Violet's gone, oh, I'll share. And like, so Faelynn's like, oh, me and Violet. And Bonnie's like,
wait,
But Violet,
I
Laurie's
will-
gonna get his little notebook out,
yeah, well, it's
and he's gonna
mostly-
write something, and he's gonna look
Yeah,
at it.
she's gonna look at it like, well, me and Violet have the least amount of luggage, so we won't take a lot of space. And Bonnie, I know that you have lots
I
of
don't-
pretty dresses, and I know that you need a lot of space for those, right?
well, but I needed to make sure that I didn't clash with anyone.
She also needs space for her ego, apparently.
Laurie, that's enough.
Oh, sorry. They took a shot at me. I needed to take a shot at them.
Sorry,
It's fine.
sorry.
Bonnie-
Don't open
Bonnie,
me
if you'd
yet.
rather share the room with Faelynn, I can just stay by myself. I don't care.
No,
either way.
I didn't.
I
Why would
share
I
the room
just-
with Faelynn. I think that'd be
No,
lovely.
no, Violet is sharing the room with Faelynn. You're not sharing the room with anyone.
Why?
I'm totally fine by myself, thank you.
The only person you're sharing, if you share a room with, the only person I'd let you share a room with is me, so that way I could kill you.
That's
That's why I said I'm perfectly fine with being by myself, thank you.
This is the entire conversation that's happening on the way
Yeah.
to like where the bedrooms are. And you guys are like kind of in the hallway just like talking to each other about this. Harvey, you can like go choose one of the rooms.
He immediately tries to take the room that is single.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you take the room that is like sharing the wall to the drawing room. It's just like
Okay.
at the end of the hall. And then yeah.
Oh no, I was just saying, Bonnie's just gonna kind of storm. Where's the next single room that's not a shared room?
So then there's one like right next to Harvey's room, and then there's the two across the hallway. Those are
She'll
the
probably
four.
go to the one right next to Harvey's room and be like, I didn't need to share. You two have fun. Like I see Faelynn all the time. I don't need to share a room with her. She just goes in and just shuts the door.
As she's talking, Laurie's gonna take his luggage and Phelan's luggage and book it to the shared room.
Oh no, Laurie. And she turns to Violet and like, I'm so sorry.
What are you gonna do?
about that."
I have your luggage.
I don't
You can't take
expect
that
anything
now.
better out of him, honestly.
That's
From far off, Laurie's gonna go, and you shouldn't! And then he's gonna put his stuff up on bed.
feels like
doing about that.
Faelyn's the only one that can actually get along one-on-one with each of these people. She's gonna take Violet's hand and be like, it's been a while since we talked, but see you soon later, alright? Just make yourself comfortable and don't be afraid to ask about anything.
All right, I'll do my best.
It's better than anything else. She gives her a smile, squeezes her hands and goes to the shared room. Laurie, please do not open any of my luggages. Please, I have
Sorry.
Don't-
I
My
see what you
goodness.
were wearing. You haven't worn anything I bought you. I'm not touching anything. This is my bag. That's your bag. Okay, leave me alone.
As they're doing
It happens
this,
that we have matching luggage.
as they're doing this, Violet is gonna go into the room. I think that's across from Bonnie and Harvey's rooms, and she's just gonna kind of put her little carpet bag down, and she goes, "Huh," and just kind of takes it all in.
Cute.
Inside Harvey's room, he has taken out pictures of Robin and placed them on his
Oh my
dresser.
god.
He's also laid out his letters that he's going to be writing to Robin, and he's just holding his
gonna be
shirts
gone for
nicely
2
into
days?
the drawers.
Oh my god, we're gone for 2
He has.
days.
He has.
By the
to
time you
have
send
her
a
with
letter,
him.
you're already gonna be back when she gets the letter. The
Oh.
mail's not very fast.
Then he can watch her read the letter. Thinking?
Exactly.
Madam
Even-
DM,
Yes.
can I take 11 minutes to set up alarm around the doorway to my room?
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good thinking.
I do that. So I take a little silver chain and I loop it around the corners of my room, and there's little bells that hang down.
Ooh.
We love it.
You scholarship
Are
student.
there any like is there like a fireplace or like a clock or anything in the room at all?
There's like a small metal like tube going through the room, and it's like very hot. It looks like all the heating in the house is like, well, maybe not all the heating because there are fireplaces in the house, but it looks like rooms are kind of heated by steam, like
Nice.
a lot of hot air, kind of like a
steam
hot
and air.
fire.
I love
Steam.
that.
Yeah.
Cue end
sick.
stream.
That's it.
We're done.
We hit our peak.
Okay. Bonnie's gonna put her stuff down and then start to like hang up some dresses so they don't crease. And then she's kind of just gonna go out and then head over to what she thinks is Faelynn's and Violet's room and knock on the door. Bonnie, Violet, do you wanna go down and start seeing if we can find Miss Eyre and talk to her? What did I say? Did I say Bonnie?
Yeah, is it
You
Bonnie
said
and
Bonnie.
Violet?
Bonnie and Violet.
You're really just self-inserting yourself into my bedroom.
Faelynn, Violet, what I just said, but with Faelynn's voice.
We're in 2 separate rooms. What are you doing? Just
Yeah.
like double fisting it down the hallway?
No, because
No,
like,
she thinks she thought Faelynn and Violet are in that room. She
yeah, she didn't
she
see
went
it.
in her room.
I was like, Bonnie is a force to be reckoned with. Jesus Christ.
No.
That makes no sense.
Oh
though.
my god.
Yeah, but it's probably then Violet's room that she knocks on then.
Is it? Is that the room that was the double room?
Yeah.
No, I had
Wasn't
the.
it?
Well,
I
like
had some-
all of them are kind of double room. Like it's just big beds.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. What?
There's
Yeah,
only
they're all-
one bed.
There's only one bed.
One big bed.
She- Okay, what's the closest room to the one that she? So as she's come down across the hall, which one's the closest one?
Across the hall, that is Violet.
Oh, okay. She's gonna knock on that one, thinking that they're in there. Okay, Faelynn, Violet, do you want to go down stairs see if we can find Jane?
Violet will open the door. She's finished like casting her little ritual spell and goes, yes, but Faelynn's in the other one.
Wait, what? No, you're meant to be sharing with Faelynn.
I know.
Wait, no, if you're not. Laurie!
Think about it.
He's gonna hear the scream and he's gonna have his little notebook and he's gonna.
There is a big wardrobe you could hide in.
She's like banging on Faelynn's
Look
door.
at this man and tell me he lives in a closet. He's not going back in.
Laurie, get out here right now.
Understandable.
Laurie, get out here right now. Laurie, out. Laurie.
It's like
You can't make me, darling. You're not my mother.
oh, Faelynn like rolls her eyes, goes over, opens the door like Bonnie. Or you
I'll kill him.
I know you will. I know you will kill him. I know you will kill him. But it doesn't matter. We're only here for like a night. It doesn't matter.
She's gonna
And it's
lean
only-
up Faelynn and just look at Laurie and be like, "You touch her, and I'll shoot you."
Oh, darling, if I touch her, you won't know it.
She's gonna.
Alright.
Faelynn's gonna
Not
touch, like
a-
turn around to
not
Laurie,
even
like
a-
Laurie. If you touch me, I will shoot you.
No, it's darling. I want you to shoot me any day of the week. It's totally fine. But I'm just egging her on. I wouldn't touch you without your consent. Don't worry.
I hate him so much.
Oh, Bonnie, I love you too.
Violet is gonna take Bonnie's hand and just go. Shall we go downstairs? I don't quite feel
And
like
actually-
getting blood all over the
Violet are
carpet.
going downstairs.
Actually, as you like turn around, there is like a young woman standing there with like several like small sandwiches and like it's like a tray with like small sandwiches and like a few other small things. And she goes, yes. Hello. I actually brought it to the drawing room. I thought it would be a little better. I'm Miss Eyre.
Oh,
Nice to meet
Oh, you're Miss Eyre.
all right.
Harvey's popped out of
Harvey-
his room because he could smell the food. He was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
snacks, refreshments, okay."
You're gonna
A
be
snack bringing us a snack.
running our school.
You smell snacks from so far. They don't.
Uh,
How do you
yes.
smell it?
Good sense.
I'm a bit of just general studies. I'd be more of a one-on-one tutor. I'm quite good at tutoring.
I've had
I
my
guess
share of those. Quite good.
Well, I think
Okay.
Great marks.
very good.
Mm.
Where did you want us to go? Drawing room?
Yes, just over here. And she points to she gestures to the door at the end of the hall.
Hmm?
Yes.
Right.
And could one of you open the door for me, please? My hands are a bit full.
Yes, of course. And then
Thank you.
Oh, fuck.
Does everyone rush with this young lady?
Oh, the tray.
oh, me.
It was me, Steven, and Stevie who just straight up were like, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
just all three of the characters put their hand on the door handle.
We
and-
all simp for Jane Eyre. It's all right.
I mean, are we wrong?
Duh. It's
No.
Jenna.
I mean, I don't think
Am I
so.
wrong?
It's Jane Eyre.
Laura's
So
looking
she
for
like
Mr.
brings
Rochester.
So she brings the tray into the room, and it's got like a small table, and it's got like two like couches and like two or three nice chairs, and like there's like two shelves lining the wall, like the door opens to, with like several books, and there's like a small like display case with like several pieces of like kind of nice looking jewelry, but you can like look closer at that if you want to. And like the fire is already like lit. It's kind of recently lit, so it's not too warm in here. And she like sets the tray down on the table and starts like taking things off. Was your
Do you need
journey
any help?
all right? Oh, yes, thank you.
Yes.
Violet's gonna go and help her out.
It was she looks at everyone in the room, eventful, to say the least.
Bonnie's
Lovely
gonna have the
scenery.
decency to look a little bit embarrassed. Just,
Laura's just gonna go. He's a giggly bitch. I'm sorry.
Miss Eyre, thank you for all of this. This looks lovely. Looks delicious.
Mhm.
It's the least I can do. I am looking to leave here after all.
Here to fetch you. What a coincidence.
Harvey, it's not a coincidence. We don't. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I did ask the
Harvey.
headmaster to pick me up.
Hey,
Or
why-
help escort me.
That wee lady downstairs, the dwarf. I've forgotten her name already. Fuck.
Oh, Miss
Miss
Poole,
Poole.
likely.
Right. She said that she was unaware that you were leaving. Are you not letting them know that you're terminating your job here? Because that kind of isn't great employee-wise.
Well, things happen.
Aye, but if you want a good reference, like, you want to let them know.
Yes.
Kind of things happened, Miss Eyre.
How much do you know of my employer?
Mr. Rochester.
Really?
Yes.
Can I do a history check?
Yes, you can.
May I as well?
First roll of the night. Yes.
Alright.
So that would be a dirty 20.
Oh, hot. So you know quite a bit about Rochester, partially because he had a bit of a, not too much of a scandal a few years ago. It was more just of like, oh, sucks. And so of course you know about it.
Mhm.
And you know that he's always been kind of like, he isn't really sociable, but when he is around, he's got like a dry wit. He's like he's a little bit like you, but he's not quite so eager to like just go out into the thing. But if he's like talked to at a party, he's like pretty good conversation. And a few years ago, there was some sort of situation where a part of his house caught on fire, and it took a young woman down with it. We don't know too much past that, but ever since then, he's kind of been against Arcana. Like, just the general use of it.
Gotcha.
Also, I rolled a 23. Could I also know that?
Yes. You also know that because, like, you're kind of in the know of, like, families who go through stuff.
I gotta say.
I mean, I rolled a 22, so would everyone just know?
Yeah, that's probably just, like, a thing that went around as, like, a sensation of, like, oh, did you hear
Thought it was just a rumor.
caught on fire?
We all were at the same party where this rumor just spread, and we were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So is Violet the only one that wouldn't know? She's just like sitting and like, I don't know what's happening.
Everyone else is like nods, being like knowing looks, and Violet's like, what is this? What is this?
Bonnie's gonna lean over to Violet and just like mention, she's gonna be like, the wife, rumor has it that she or another lady died in a fire at his house. There's loads of rumors going around it, but he hasn't been very social since, unless he hosts these giant parties, probably to maintain faith.
It was this house.
Oh,
this house. It was this house. It didn't burn to the ground. It only consumed really the attic. Not even the whole attic, just a portion of it.
And someone died from a portion of a place in the attic.
Well, they managed to put it out, but it looks like she might have been asphyxiated, died in her sleep.
I'm sorry, but who lives in an attic?
Who sleeps in an attic willingly?
Loads of people sleep in an attic. That's not weird.
Well, in a place.
I'm afraid it is a little weird.
I don't know. It was.
It's not weird.
Violet, do you sleep in attics as well?
Not anymore.
Not any. Oh!
Laurie, don't be so fucking insensitive. Jesus Christ, no one is
I thought attics were places you store things and did.
And sometimes we store people if there's no room elsewhere. Say they're a servant or a young guest or something.
Bonnie, it's not my fault your house doesn't have enough bedrooms, okay? Don't project it onto me.
I never said that. It's not like I just am aware that houses can be used. Oh my god.
Violet, in a huge place like this, it isn't normal for someone at all to be in an attic. Servants are usually in the
especially a wife
upstairs, or they have,
It was thought that maybe she went for a stroll, or she got up and went to the attic for some reason,
and then it caught fire.
I don't know.
I'm sorry that we're pressing this.
Yes, I don't know that much about it. It's just
maybe you're thinking into this too much. Someone goes upstairs to get a nice bit of fresh air, goes to the window, has a candle with them, there's some hay, it happens, fire it's a thing. It's easy for things to catch fire.
Okay. Anyway,
not everything's some big huge plot. Some things are just accidents.
Harvey goes up to Jane and he kind of quietly goes, "Is something scaring you here?"
I don't know. I don't trust my own mind.
We've all been there.
Yeah, like Faelynn, like nods, like.
But I don't understand because it can't. I don't think it could be Arcana because Mr. Rochester is so against it.
He doesn't like the Arcana?
No.
Oh, no.
He blames the fire on it.
John.
Violet's just gonna take her little like spyglass that she keeps around her neck and just kind of tuck it into her dress. Just.
How does he feel about people who are affected by Arcana?
Yeah, that would be good to know.
He doesn't care about that. He cares about whether you willingly use it actively, because it's so dangerous.
Well, not really. I mean,
you may not, but we do.
didn't mean to do that. I accidentally changed the music for a second.
I did not hear a change in the music.
No.
Alright, cool.
Well, things are different
she,
in our
like,
school,
gets up-
Jane, and you'll feel a lot better. I think it's a good idea.
Yes.
Leave a place like this.
Just one more night, and then you'll be someplace new. No more worries.
It's not good to dwell in places that make you feel uneasy.
True. I've never been too fond of... Well, there's several things in the drawing room that you can take back to your rooms if you would like. There's... and she, like, gets up and starts, like, gesturing to the shelves. We've got several books, quite a good collection. While Mr. Rochester isn't, too fond of Arcana, he does keep well informed on it. There's quite a few, books. We've also got, these are, I don't know, they're pretty, I guess. And they're, like, several, like, it's, again, just the case display of the jewels. Yes. Well, I hope you enjoy your supper, and I will see you tomorrow for the ball.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And she leaves the room.
Can Harvey go inspect the jewelry boxes? That case?
Yeah. Bonnie is straight going over with him because she's like, shiny!
Laurie's gonna go to the bookcase as they're doing that.
Violet is also going to go to the bookcase and then see that Laurie is heading towards the bookcase and just go,
Hate crime! Laurie has been hate crimed!
A question. What would is it like just perception or investigation to have a look?
Investigation, perception, or Arcana.
Oh, I'm gonna use Arcana. That gives me 25, baby.
Oh, give me a second. I'm just sending some stuff to Phoenix and Myth because if you're looking at the books, then I'm just going to assume. Well, actually, you should research.
I'm just gonna.
Yes.
Faelynn, while they go.
Would you like us to roll an investigation?
Yes. Yes.
I shall roll as well.
Well, those two go to the bookcase, and the other two go to the jewels. I'm like, if it's like the movie. Is there like a big window out towards the courtyard or like gardens?
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 windows on the side.
Okay. She's gonna go and just look out there and just have a good look of like the arena area.
Yeah. So you can like look around. Do you wanna? I'm trying to think. I don't want to roll perception so much, but I think you gotta roll perception again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. That's a 16.
Okay. Well, it's like pretty dark outside. There isn't much to see, but like the moon is kind of out, so like you see like the sort of courtyard, sort of fields going out of Thornfield, and it's not a bad place. It does look quite nice and well kept, and it's got like a peaceful aspect to it. You can understand why someone would want to live here. But there isn't much going on outside. Again, it's like the country. You might see a rabbit.
She's just gonna kind of just look through the window and just sit down by and just watch the stars and look a rabbit.
It's like nice. And Bonnie, you said that you rolled like a 25 for Arcana.
25 for Arcana.
Okay. Looking around, looking at like the case, you see that there's like, just like you've been around it pretty constantly, so you can understand like the sort of feeling of being around it. And it's not strong, but you feel like a shiver for a second of like, And there are like, it's not like fully stocked. It's not a fully stocked display case. It's got like a few things to like display like necklaces, and a thing to display rings, and a few rings are missing. And there's like maybe a spot where like a bracelet is gone. And like there's a pocket watch at the end too. So like you kind of get that feeling.
Harvey rolled a 21 in Arcana.
You feel very much the same way. Of like this feels familiar to you.
Like we've seen it before?
No, like the feeling of like being around Arcana and it being like ugh. Like feeling it feels kind of like before you get into the shower after like being kind of grimy for a day of like,
okay.
It feels a little uncomfortable.
Harvey looks up at Bonnie and goes, "Do you feel that?"
Bonnie actually doesn't. It feels like, it feels kind of like after a shower of like being kind of freshened up and clean.
I feel something.
I do too. I wouldn't mind wearing this one though.
You're all right.
Oh, look, I don't like paying attention to weird feelings and vibes. Usually it just ruins a good time. Do you think we're allowed to take these?
I don't think so. I don't think that would be wise.
Is it locked?
Yes, it is locked.
Bonnie, I don't think these are for the taking.
I was just going to see if it matched my dress for the ball tomorrow. I put it back.
Are you serious?
What? I was not going to steal it. I just wanted to see if it looked nice with it.
Not even one night in, and you're already planning on taking someone else's jewels.
I was not going to steal it, Harvey. I just wanted to borrow it for an evening.
Fine. I'll look the other way, but my judgment will change if I find something missing.
It's locked, Harvey. And look, someone else has already taken a wee bracelet. It's not just me.
A few rings are missing too. There's like 4 rings.
I see. Look at the indentation. Someone
Harvey looks over at Laurie, being like, "Did he take it?"
Thinking of Laurie and Violet. Laurie and Violet. Where do you think we went over to the
bookshelf?
Yeah, but he still doesn't.
I will say,
he's just like,
Laurie is quite talented with his fingers. So.
Oh
gross.
my god!
You went there first.
Cleanse. Are you
Oh, so you're trying to get from the higher shelf. I understand.
Violet rolled a 22 investigation for checking out the bookshelf to see what kind of books there are.
Okay, then go ahead and...
Yeah, Laurie rolled an 18.
Okay, go ahead and check the lore channel, because I put some stuff in there. That is what you find. If you want to read it out loud, you can. If you want to hold it back.
Is it just Arcana stuff, or are there any like works of fiction, poetry?
Yeah, there are a few works of fiction.
Like what?
There's like some about like what's I'm trying to think of works of fiction. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. You've got one about a girl going to like another world and everything is the same but not. You've got one about a man who marries a corpse.
Nice.
You've got like several things like that, kind of supernatural fiction.
Which ones are the most worn? And what has been, can I do an insight check to see which books have been like taken out most frequently?
Yeah. You can see if there's like any obvious gaps.
Because you can tell a lot about a person by what they read. So insight. Oh, that's a dirty 20!
Hey!
Oh.
I got 17 plus 3. Oh. My English major's coming in full with it.
Okay, so it's this one book is pretty well worn.
Mm-hmm.
And unlike a lot of the others, it's a book of fairy tales. It's very like it like the spine is very soft. It's like hard bound, and you can like look inside, and there's like a little scribble of like a name. It says Adele. And
he's gonna take that book and start reading it, or like have it in his hand and just mosey through it.
Yeah. So yeah. That's kind of what's happening. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the room?
Violet's just gonna look over real quick, because like the information that was sent into the lore chat, I think, is stuff that she would already know and be familiar with. I think she's just gonna. I don't know if this would be another investigation check. Probably, but she just wants to. I want to like look around and see if like maybe there's something new, something maybe that she hasn't read already about.
Those are actually from like the newest books on the shelf.
Oh. So
Yeah.
this is stuff that she's not familiar with.
Probably not the second one. The first one,
Okay.
yes. The first section, yes. The second section, no.
Okay.
It was a lot of text. I was like, woo, hello.
Yeah.
Well. You did
Okay,
well,
okay.
Liz.
So
That was 2 documents. Thank you.
So she's gonna take that. Is there like a little like table desk area in this?
Oh yeah. There's like
Yeah.
a pretty good like circular table. That's like where all the food was set. But there's also like little side tables next to the 2 couches.
Okay, so she's gonna go over to one of the little side tables so that she doesn't get in the way of all the food, and she's gonna copy down the text in the book, and she's gonna start like making little notes in the margins of her notebook. She's just gonna sit there unless someone comes to get her.
Yeah, and Faelynn's just kind of like now disassociated. She's
To Faelynn, and he's gonna bump her on the shoulder. He's gonna go, "What's wrong, Faye? Something amiss?"
a lot of rabbits.
Rabbits.
I think they got a rabbit problem.
Mm.
Miss hunting. Maybe we can ask if we can go hunting in the morning. Would you like to join?
Of course, I'd love to. As long as I'm hanging out with you, I don't care what we do. Oh, that rhymed.
You want
Oh,
to write
poet.
that down?
He's a poet.
You want to write that
we'll
down?
give
in
you
your book?
inspiration for that. Free inspiration.
Oh,
I already.
Thank you.
Oh, 3. Oh.
For who?
No, free, not 3.
Oh, I was gonna say, oh
You
shit.
got 1 inspiration.
Look, I came up with that on the fly. I do have poems prepared for inspiration though, so don't worry.
I know, baby.
I do. I'm fascinated. But he's gonna turn to Faelynn. Well, he's gonna turn to the rest of the group as they're like kind of looking. He's gonna look and he's gonna whisper to Faelynn, and he's gonna go, "Do you feel like there's something here that we don't quite see?"
After what happened in Eyre, I think there's a lot of things that are happening that we don't.
Yes. There's something amiss here, and I can't quite put my finger on it.
Who
I don't like
the
it.
world just goes up to an attic and then suddenly it starts burning in a house.
Mm-hmm.
It just
That's what
doesn't
I'm thinking.
make sense, and especially this
I
governess
know.
just suddenly, wants to leave. It's strange.
It's strange because she's quite competent, I can tell already, and the headmaster was quite adamant on wanting to get her there.
Oh yeah, Headmaster
It
Shelley
makes me
will
wonder.
eat her up like nothing. So I think we just have to try to keep her head in the game and just professional, get her out of there, and just leave. I wasn't ready for another quest.
Well, if you do feel at any time that you can't continue or you wish to leave, do let me know, and I'll make the arrangements for you.
But that's not my But yes,
Of
to
course,
it.
it's not your style, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to offer it.
Thank you. Sorry.
He's gonna put his arm around her, and he's gonna go, even the strongest of us sometimes need to lean on other people.
Well, I do, I will beat you in arm wrestling. That's very true.
Of course you would. I wouldn't expect anything less from you.
Hope not.
Bonnie's gonna look over and see Laurie's arm around Faelynn.
Oh my god!
And her hands that were like on the side of the jewelry case just like grip it, like her knuckles are like white, and she's like, "It's okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Remember what your therapist said. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine." She's gonna like. I'm fine, thank you, Harvey.
I mean, you look a little uncomfortable, is all.
Maybe I'm just tired.
I have some cookies left over. Maybe they might comfort you a little bit in the night. I don't know, midnight snack. That always cheers me up.
She hates the fact that she actually wants the cookies now. That sounds like it could be nice. Thank you, Harvey.
Always here for you.
Shut up.
I love them so much. Oh my gosh.
I'm so unused to being mean. I'm letting out all of my inner frustrations.
I love being the punching bag.
Oh, I know you do.
Faelynn not getting that. Maybe the hunt, the little hunting thing in the morning, would have been maybe quote unquote a date. So she's gonna turn around and say, "If anyone else wants to hunt rabbits in the morning, me and Laurie are going."
No, I'm fine. I don't.
With his
Me
book.
with a gun?
He's gonna
No.
be with his book, and he's gonna go. Who would like to come? Yes, we're going.
As much as Bonnie would love to interrupt their date, she's also like not a morning person. She's just like, I know that's not happening because I know what time you get up in the morning, Faelynn, and I can't be asked with that. Absolutely not.
All right, I'll get
Absolutely
you some rabbit fur that you can make a little pelt out of.
Thank you. I'd appreciate that very much, actually.
All right, and Laurie, it's just the two of us then.
So, Violet. Yes. Well, we're having cookies in Harvey's. Do you want to come?
That means everyone's welcome.
I was just gonna.
There's only 2 cookies left.
Sure.
That's fine. I don't have to eat very much. I'm all right. Thank you.
All right, fine.
It's my fault. I ate most of them on the train ride here. That's my bad.
You offered them out and then you started just popping them yourself.
I lost count. All right.
I swear, when you start writing things to Robin, you just go into your own mind. I don't think it's quite healthy though, you Harvey.
I mean, it brings me peace, so to each his own.
Brings me peace. I'm so in love. Oh yeah. All right, I'm going for them fucking cookies.
Okay, so it's getting like pretty late, and like you go eat cookies. And are you eating cookies in like Harvey's room,
Yeah.
or just in the dorm room?
Get 'em.
Okay, yeah.
Can they sit on the bed in their pajamas and just have cookies?
Slumber party.
Like, who do you think is cute? Oh, Robin.
We know.
Are we all there in our like pajamas in Harvey's?
Yeah!
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh wait, I love that. That's cute.
yeah. Laurie wanted to be included, so he dragged Faelynn along.
Mhm.
I was like, oh,
But there's no cookies left for the rest of you.
alright.
These are mine.
That's fine.
funny company is all we need.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's gonna be behind her and he's gonna go, So we need.
I never got to hang out with all of you like this before.
Yes.
It's quite nice.
What exactly do you do, Harvey? I don't know you very well.
Me?
Yeah, you're the only one over here. Unless I'm
Like,
mistaken, that's not his
Faelynn's gonna
name.
give
I'm studying.
Laurie, like the biggest like eyes. Like, are you kidding me?
I'm sorry, I don't. He's like, I don't know anybody here, Faelynn. I don't leave my room.
All right. Well, Harvey
Fair enough.
is one of the wealthiest and one of the biggest
Oh.
and most famous students in our campus, actually.
Oh, I love that. What do you do?
I'm studying to become a doctor, actually.
Oh, incredible. Absolutely incredible. I know 0 doctors. I probably should know a few, given my antics. But what made you decide to want to go into medicine?
Family business. My parents own the hospital, Lovelace Hospital.
Lovelace, you say?
The biggest hospital there is.
Yeah. Mm.
My brothers
Interesting.
work there, all of them.
All of them?
all
There's
doctors.
multiple.
Like I
Do they
said,
all-
family business.
Do they all look like you?
No. Sorry, but Bailey's gonna laugh.
No.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. She's gonna be like,
They're a bit older. I'm
Bit
the
older?
youngest.
they're like
Yes,
my brothers,
yes.
Laurie. They're just as bad.
Oh.
A little rough around the edges they are, but
Well, that's just
It's
quite
still
how
good.
I like them. I like them that way. Maybe I need to get hurt more often. Anyway, tit for tat.
I can
Um,
help with that.
Of course, Bonnie, you would, but I would like to be able to walk in the morning, and I don't think you'll be able to spare me
Just
any pain.
Takes a bite of her cookie, just
Be careful, dear. You're getting crumbs everywhere. We want to be good house guests, not whatever the fuck you're doing.
she just crushes the rest of the cookie and just sprinkles the
no, on my sheets, please.
It's a waste of food.
Exactly, Bonnie! You're not even in your room to make your own mess. Whatever. And he's gonna go to Violet and he's gonna go, so, scholarship student, what do you do?
Yes, scholarship student. Woo! Yes,
I-
let's make a big fuss out of it. Why don't
I
we?
didn't mean to. I was supposed to be a celebratory fuss. It wasn't meant to be.
Celebratory.
Yes.
Celebratory. That all of you are floating around parties that I'm never going to be able to see unless I'm working them.
Well, I mean,
Violet did say
connections,
that.
darling. I know you now. If you're nice, I can invite you to them. I'm free pass for every single one. You just have to tell me you want to go. It's not that difficult. I have many strings that I can pull within the campus.
Laurie, yeah. It's not about that. It's not about like getting invited. She just
I thought
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't like those sorts of things.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to get to know these people. Goodness gracious, I know no one here.
I'm a
feeling ugly and
researcher. I'm a researcher. I study arcanium and how it affects people's minds and how it affects people's bodies and things of that nature. What it can be refined into being used for things like that. Inventing spells, all that sort of horse shit. I don't know. Whatever I find interesting.
Well,
That is utterly fascinating. And he means that with every fiber of his being.
it's not
He
horseshit.
does
It's
find
not.
that very. It's not. It's absolutely splendid.
I bet you're probably gonna go further than any, like, at least top of the class. Easily.
Clee, I barely know you, but I can tell that you're incredibly intelligent.
suck up.
Shut the fuck up, Bonnie.
All right.
It
You're
doesn't
just
matter
mad
anyway,
you
nothing
shared
mother has
Faelynn's
anything to
room.
say about it. It's just something to do.
Is your corset too tight? Why the animosity? I'm up to here with your shit. I'm about to write a very nasty poem about you and publish it.
Oh, fucking it won't maybe the first time.
Oh, you flatter yourself thinking I've written about you before. Anyway.
It was so nice for like 2 minutes.
Try to be
wasn't
friendly,
it?
Faelynn. You know what? Fine. I'm just going to sit in the corner and shut up because apparently I'm not wanted here.
No, that's not true.
You said you didn't leave your room.
Ugh.
You said you
Alright.
didn't leave your room ever.
You cut out
You-
a bit.
You said that you don't leave your room. Laurie,
Yeah. Yes. On campus, I tend to not find reason to. As you can tell, I'm not good with people.
I was about to say it shows. Why not?
I have a certain arrangement with the headmaster, so that I don't necessarily have a what you would call a straightforward education, but I do what I do well, and she allows certain liberties for me.
Ah.
But
Sounds about right.
he's gonna like have a moment where he's like genuinely annoyed, where it's clearly like someone's hit a certain thread.
Faelynn's gonna like take his hand just like gently, as just gonna like pat it a bit and like, right, I think had enough of getting to know each other. What if we just sleep it off, good breakfast, go hunting, get her some fresh air, and we'll get ready for the ball. And she's gonna look at like Bonnie like, you have a beautiful dress waiting for you, and I cannot wait for you to see it. And Violet, I bet you're gonna look gorgeous. We'll help you with your makeup. And and Harvey,
thank you.
I think you got a new bow tie. He's gonna like question mark.
I did.
All right, good.
I did get the new bow tie.
It's very nice.
I can't wait.
It's
Thank you.
So let's just do that. And a
And
prize.
with that, and with that, you probably like go off to your separate rooms and start getting ready for bed. Do you guys all go to bed?
Yeah. How big are the beds? Wait. How big are the beds?
Well,
like
as
Lauren?
they leave, Laurie's gonna be like, "So, Faelynn, which side of the bed do you want? The right or the left?" And he's gonna look at Bonnie real quickly, and then.
Oh, good God. Thank you so much. I hope you choke in and die.
How?
She, like Faelynn's not gonna even notice, and she's like, what? Doesn't matter for me. Like, whatever side you choose to sleep on, that's up to you.
He's gonna whisper to her. He's like, "Don't worry, Faelynn, you'll get to bed. I'm just trying to get a rise out of Bonnie here."
All right. It's not like you've
It
tried to get a
works.
rise out
She
of-
like slams her door as she goes into her room.
Yeah.
There is actually like a small like a small couch sort of thing, kind of a lounge in the room. So that does work out. Like you just take an extra blanket out of like
Yeah.
the trunk in the room and like
Okay, so Laurie's gonna
Set it
sleep
up.
there.
Oh,
He's gonna sleep there.
oh, don't you worry. Don't you have a bad back or something?
Well, either way,
Oh no.
Faelynn, don't argue. You
I would.
take the
I would
bed.
argue.
Take-
I would.
take the bed.
You take the bed.
Take the bed. Take the bed.
Come on, let's do this, grown-ups. Rock paper scissors. Right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Fine. Absolutely fine. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Okay. Wait, on shoot of 3, how do we do this? Last time
Yeah.
we did it on shoot, and then I said 3. It's a little confusing.
Oh right.
How are we gonna do this?
Shall we re-roll for it?
Oh, you know what?
Yes.
That could work better.
actually compete. Yes,
Okay, what is
D20.
it?
Whoever
23?
rolls the highest.
2 out of 3? Or just in one go?
Yeah. Just in one go, I think.
Yeah, okay. I got 12.
I got a 2.
Okay. Okay. Faelynn looks like way more determined than you and like reaches slightly for her gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Laurie's very limp-wristed. He's just,
Right. Thank
you know.
Go sleep.
I just asked for a good pillow. Of course, darling, of course. Do we have any extra candles in here?
Probably.
Yeah, there's probably some in like a drawer in there.
Faelynn goes
He's
and
gonna light a
gets,
few candles.
gets a couple of like candles as well and just lights it up.
Yeah, he's gonna put him by his head.
By his
Not
head.
like on the couch,
I was gonna.
but like in the vicinity near his head, you know?
Wait, no, wait. So I got 12. That means that I won. So you're sleeping on the bed and Faelynn's sleeping on the couch.
No!
Oh yeah.
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 No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah. Yeah.
No! Not
You
the
lost.
loser slept on the couch! Why would you do this to me?
No, the winner is on the couch.
Lori
Okay, but
Lori takes a
take
look at the bed and starts laying down on the floor.
Well, no, he's gonna take the pillow and he's gonna chunk it at her. He's gonna go be fucking comfortable, I swear to fucking God. And just like chunks the things at her.
She's gonna stay in the sofa thing and be like, not even react. Like, good night, Laurie.
He's gonna like mumble to himself, like, you know.
All right, so you guys like go to bed without problem.
Mhm.
Anybody else like have anything, or you guys go to sleep pretty easily?
Bonnie, is there like a bay window or anything, or is it just a window?
It's like pretty much just like 2 windows just to look out of.
Mm-hmm. Bonnie's probably just chilling by the window for a little bit before she heads to bed. She's just kind of a bit aggravated, but also a little bit embarrassed. And then she'll probably go to sleep a little bit later.
Harvey finishes writing up his letters to Robin and goes to bed.
I can't.
Cute.
What about Violet?
Violet, anything?
Oh,
Or do you just go straight?
Violet's gonna stay up comparing her her notes for a little bit, like the new notes that she discovered today with like the notes that she had already in her book from before, from back when she was still at the school. She's going to let me take a look over here and see what I can do real quick. No, she's just gonna look over her notes real quick. She's going to cast. She's gonna stay up for another hour and 10 minutes and just cast Find Familiar. And she's gonna a little like bluey silver tabby cat with like a weirdly smiling mouth. And it's gonna kind of like curl up around her shoulders as she's going to bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's so cute.
All right, so that probably happens around like 11:30 or midnight.
Yeah.
So like the night is pretty quiet. You sleep pretty soundly. Except for Harvey, you wake up.
Oh no!
Let's do this.
Look at Stevie's face! Stevie's like, I just wanted a nice vacation.
You wake up and you still have that like sort of slimy feeling on you of like something doesn't quite feel right. You can like roll perception if you want.
Love to. Okay, 1 second. 19.
Okay.
Ooh.
For a second, you do have like a small candle that is like still burning. It's not too late into the night. And in the corner of your eye, you see like a glint for a second. And underneath like the wardrobe, like just at like under there, there's like a small glint.
Harvey sees it and gets out of bed, and I think he's gonna
Oh god.
kneel down and kind of see if he could make out what it is from where he is.
Oh, for initiative.
No. It's from the way it looks, it's you can actually see pretty well. It's a ring. So it's very simple.
Change.
Oh.
It's fine. It's a simple ring, actually. It looks like this.
Oh.
Oh,
It's
I don't
just
like
got
that you're comparing
it's
that.
just got a simple gem. You actually, wouldn't it be? What would it be from memory?
so
Would that
nervous,
just be-
guys.
Would that just be wisdom, maybe? History, maybe? I feel like wisdom. Just straight intelligence. Just give me straight intelligence roll to like try and remember if maybe you've seen this before.
Ring to rule them all. The one to bind.
That's 22.
Okay,
Oh.
you definitely saw like a matching piece in the display case in the drawing room. There was a necklace with like the same sort of shape and this like a similar kind of gem.
Oh,
Harvey mutters to himself, he's like, if Bonnie placed this in my room to get me in trouble, I swear. And he goes and he picks it up.
Oh, it's just a ring. It looks pretty normal. You've got the ring.
Okay, fuck. I know
Actually,
what you
there's
want me to
also
do.
okay.
Ooh.
Or at least I think. Do you want to continue or do you want me to go?
No, go ahead.
I think Harvey takes his candle and he goes out of his room and he knocks on Bonnie's door.
Oh my god.
Bonnie, do you wake up?
Yeah, she would.
You wake
She's a
up
light
with-
sleeper.
Hmm.
Do you want me to roll for it, or?
I kind of do.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're gonna leave me alone out in that hallway. I just know it.
What am I putting with it? So I rolled a 15. What do I put with it?
Can you put wisdom?
Yeah. Okay, that just makes it a 16.
You definitely stir, and this is up to you whether or not you actually like get up, because you can hear that it is like Harvey. He's like,
Please open the door. It's cold out here.
She's just gonna lay there and just. Oh. She comes over to the door. She goes, "What, Harvey? What do you want?"
Look at this. I found this in my room. Do you know anything about it?
Do I recognize that it matches the necklace from the jewelry box?
You'll have to roll intelligence as well, and you're gonna do it at a disadvantage because you didn't wake up like naturally. You were just like woken up, and you're like
Alright.
tired and angry.
Oh, that was such a good roll. Oh, there it is, guys. There's my natural one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. 5.
So like you look at it and you're just like,
It's a ring.
it's a
Harvey.
ring.
It's the ring from the box. From the
There-
drawing room.
Harvey, there were 4 missing rings for the box. I imagine that maybe one of the previous guests who took it left it or something. I don't know.
Listen, I found it underneath my dresser. Did you put it
Okay.
there?
No, I didn't put it there. Why
Then
would
who
I
did?
put a nice looking ring underneath your dresser? It doesn't make
don't-
sense, Harvey.
Because sometimes I know you, Bonnie. You like to get me in trouble, and I don't want to get in trouble. So if you placed it there, just here, take it, and you return it. It's your problem now.
Okay. Nice,
Where-
nice enough.
Gotta put it back though, right?
I should put it on, I guess.
Bonnie.
I mean, you can put it on. It's a ring. It's a nice ring. It does actually fit like pretty snugly on your finger. And it's like,
Look, it suits my
Hey,
eyes.
Bonnie, take it off.
Look, it suits my eyes. No, she's gonna raise her hand like up above him so she can't reach. She's like, no.
She'll be like,
you gave it to
please.
me. You gave it to me. You gave it to me, Harvey. You just
I
put
gave it to you to put it back.
Just ooh, yeah. So I'm gonna. Right. Okay. You want me to go to the drawing room, break into the box, and put it away? What's with the music? Oh. Oh.
what do you mean? What's with the music?
Stevie, you've got us in trouble. Stevie, this was just your problem.
I want to be alone, okay?
All right, fine. Do you want us to put it in the drawer? You want us to put it away? Oh,
No.
You're so annoying. Okay, fine.
Thing to do, and you know it.
Okay, she's gonna, push him out and close the door. Right, okay.
So you're both going to the drawing room?
Yes.
And she's not going alone. I mean, she's not going alone.
They going alone.
Okay. The drawing room is still open, and like the case is still closed. The fire has died down pretty heavily. Let me just look at something. I mean, it's still the drawing room. You remember it does feel a little strange, but it might just be like it's nighttime. You're tired. There's just all the tones in the room seem like a little bit brighter, and just like they hurt your eyes a little bit.
All right, fine. Let me see if I can do anything to unlock this bloody chest.
That'll be sleight of hand.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, 7.
You are pretty tired. And you're just like trying to kind of like started just poking at the lock, being like, "Come on!"
Is there anything there that I could break the lock with?
Not really. Like it's set into the case.
Right.
So it's not something you can just break off. You could try and smash the case.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna smash the case. Is there like something heavy?
No. There's not really a lot. You could probably take one of the books.
Okay.
Harvey, do you see her doing that? Okay.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just shut up. Look, I've got a plan. Look, I can mend things. I can fix it afterwards. I literally have the spell mending. I can just literally fix it. So she's just gonna grab the book. Am I gonna have to roll strength for this?
Yeah.
Oh, 17! Boo boo!
And
then what's my strength? 0. 17 it is.
It breaks pretty easily. What's your DC?
My dexterity.
Never mind. Doesn't matter.
6.
I rolled a 5.
So.
And then you just take like 3. You take like 3 points of like just. It's not lightning damage. You get like shocked and like you're woken up a little bit more, but like it definitely hurt as a wake up call.
Ow! Fuck.
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's just got some kind of alarm on it or something. Just kind of spell ward.
Alarm?
Okay. But not alarm. Like a shock spell or something. It's just a little. It's like when you get static shocked sort of thing, but like a bit more intense. She's gonna take off the ring and put it back in one of the slots.
Yeah, it fits fine. And it sits there gleaming. It's like a soft purple color.
I was just reminding that the spell can only repair so much. 1 foot of a breakage in that sense.
This case is like 2.5 feet long.
Okay, so she'll
Are you
make half
gonna?
of it and then the other half.
Oh god.
She mends the first. So can I cast mending to mend like half of it?
Yeah.
She's just look.
And you probably didn't break like all of it. You probably like caused a pretty significant break in like a big portion of it, and then there are like pieces that are still together. It didn't just completely shatter.
Okay, amazing. All right. So I mended as much as I could. I can try again tomorrow.
There's still like some spider web cracks, like one coming from like the corner and one coming from like the top.
If we get in trouble for this.
If we get Harvey, you wanted the thing back in the box. It's back in the box now. Can I go back to bed?
Yes. Good night.
Good night.
Harvey walks out with his little candle.
Okay.
He goes back to his room.
Okay. So you
No, sorry, the music is just crescendo. Oh.
So Bonnie, you go into whose room is first? I think Harvey's room is first, like going inside.
His is next to the drawing room.
Yeah, and then Bonnie is next to that.
Yeah.
So you both like enter your room, like, and I'll do.
Oh, I'm stressed.
So Bonnie walks in, and like shuts the door behind her, and on the bed sitting is Faelynn.
Oh
No, you don't have to roleplay for this. Don't worry.
Oh.
So Faelynn is like sitting there, like looking at her hands. Hi.
Hi.
I was hoping to talk to you.
Aye, sure. Sorry, you gave me a bit of a fright. I wasn't expecting you on the bed.
No, it's fine. I wanted to say sorry for how I've been acting. You were right. I shouldn't have treated you like that. I shouldn't have honestly, Victor wasn't even that great. He was insane.
Aye, well, I'm glad you're seeing straight, but what changed your mind?
She gets up and she's like, well, I hope you don't laugh at me, but I kind of thought I might like you.
Fuck.
Bonnie's gonna like catch herself slightly on the wall, just like, you, Faelynn, you better not be messing with me.
Look at your face. You believed me. You're insane, Bonnie.
Oh, no.
You have been for years.
I'm not insane.
Snapped years ago, and we don't know how to get you back.
I don't know what you're talking.
Faelynn's eyes turn black as she's like looking at you.
I think maybe you should go to bed, Faelynn. You look tired. There's the door, bitch!
You spooky bitch!
It's all fixed. Oh my god!
She laughs for a second, and for a split second, you see like smoke drop for a second, and you see like a woman with like wild dark hair and like completely black eyes, and then there's just smoke. There's nothing. Like it dissipates after a moment, but there's nothing in the room with you.
Oh, absolutely fucking not. She's gonna.
Actually, before you leave the room, Harvey.
Oh.
You enter your room, and it doesn't look quite the same. It actually looks more like a sitting room, actually, like back at your house.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And you clearly interrupt two people speaking. 1 second.
No.
They're just talking and laughing. And
No. Sorry.
Robin looks up.
Oh.
Oh, you made it! And the other figure sitting across from her turns, and it's your father.
Oh no!
And he looks different. He looks the way you remember him. Like, your favorite memory of him is like a mirror of this. And like he stands up, and he's like tall, wiry, and like kind of broad shoulders, and his brown hair is like pushed back, and with a shock, you've always kind of heard this, but you do look like your father.
Oh
You look like almost the same. You could, at this point, you could be brothers practically. And he looks into you. You like meet his eyes, and they look warm. They look full of pride. And he turns and he goes, "I've just been having a delightful conversation. Come, I mean, we're almost ready." And Robin. Robin stands
turns into a fucking my dad steals your girl.
Robin like stands up and she goes to him. She goes, "I've been waiting. What's been taking so long, my chérie?" And she like looks down at your hands and goes, "Are you sure, Harvey?" And you look down to your hands and you're holding the ring again. And she goes, Yes, of course. And then the ring is on her finger. And she like leads you over to the two couches that her and your father have been sitting on, and like she's just so happy. She's like looking at you and going, I can't believe it. And your father puts his hand on your shoulder, and he goes, "Are you sure, Harvey?" Oh, no, that's the wrong line. Why did you do it? Did you not learn from me, or are we that much the same? And
Sorry.
looking into his eyes now, they're black. And just like, then you see how it was.
No!
You see how you last remember him.
Harvey tries to push him.
And he like stumbles back, but like he looks up, and all the softness that was in his face is replaced with like a smile, like sharp glass. There's nothing funny, but God, is he laughing. And his hair is like dark and greasy, and every line of his body is dangerously still. And he steps forward and says, "I didn't even need to do anything." And he disappears into a cloud of smoke, and Robin
Harvey
like
collapses like back on the ground.
And equally, Robin collapses across from you, and she's like staring horrified. And she looks up, and there's scars across her face. And
Harvey's gonna rush to her and try. It's all right.
She like goes like this, and you see on your own hands are her blood.
No!
Is her blood.
No, this isn't. No.
All at once, she looks at you, and her eyes flash black, and she just smiles. Before, like, you see like the same sort of image that Bonnie did of like a woman, like wild dark hair, smiling, and then she disappears into smoke, and you're like standing next to your bed.
Oh my god.
I'm sweating so much I can smell myself.
Harvey starts to scream for Bonnie. It's like
Bonnie's already coming running because she
yeah.
ain't staying in her room. She comes through the door. She goes, Harvey,
what's going on here? What's happening?
I don't fucking know, but get the candles and lock in the door.
Harvey tries to take the he can't hold it. It drops out of his hands, and he can't hold the candle.
It doesn't matter to her. She's gonna lock the door, come over. She's gonna take the candle from it, light him, and just put them on the bedside tables. And then she's gonna bring him over to the bed, and like wrap the covers around them. And she's just gonna sit there, just huddled with him.
What did you see something?
I did. What did you see?
Talk about it.
she's gonna look at the scars on his face, and her hand's gonna come up, and she's just gonna touch the bottom of it at his chin. Be like, okay, I understand. I understand. I saw Faelynn. She told me she liked me, and then she laughed at me, but it wasn't her. I know it wasn't her. She's not like that. But she called me crazy. Said I was going insane. I'm not insane. I'm not going crazy. I know that. But
I saw something as well. Something's in this house, and it's trying to mess with us. Yes.
dark hair.
Yeah.
We need to leave this fucking place.
I'm with you right there. All right, let's get the others, please.
Right now.
You guys probably heard a sort of scream. You definitely could have woken up from it. Yes, you three.
Yeah. So Faelynn sleeps with her guns. So she's underneath the pillow, she's just gonna jump up Laurie, if you don't feel safe, stay in your bed. But if you want to come with me, I just heard someone scream. And she's gonna bolt.
A gal who sleeps with her guns is a fool every night bar one.
Laurie was he woke up from some nightmare, so he was already awake. So he's booking it with her.
Okay.
Yeah. Who was it that screamed? Was
you
it
guys
Harvey or Bonnie?
It was Harvey.
Okay, she's gonna be like, Harvey, and she's gonna knock on the door. Knock on his door. Harvey.
He goes to open it. He struggles a little bit with the doorknob, but he opens it.
She has the gun. She opens the door fully and just inspects the room. What's going on? I heard you scream.
Faelynn, we need to get out of here right now. Right now.
As this is happening, another person comes running down the hall. And it's Jane. She's in her shift and a small nightgown and shawl wrap. And she's obviously just woken up from sleep as well. And she comes to a halt. You saw her, didn't you?
We did.
See who?
I did see who. Sorry, I did. Faelynn doesn't know. Fuck, metagaming. I don't know who you're talking about, but I heard someone scream. I'm gonna go check on Violet. Just go with the others. They're in the room. And Bonnie's gonna knock.
Bonnie.
For fuck's sake. Faelynn's gonna knock on Violet's door. Be like, Violet, wake up. We're probably gonna leave. Just get your things.
Yeah, the second Violet heard the screaming, she was up and out of bed. She's probably got some mist forming around her hand, ready to go into some sort of attack as soon as she figures out what's happening. Throws open the door. Faelynn is probably right in her face.
Yeah, with the gun. God,
what the fuck? What's happening?
I have no idea.
Who screamed?
Harvey, let's just go into the room. They'll probably explain it. Don't ask any questions. Serious matters. Come on.
Okay.
Bonnie.
Cat's still around my shoulders. Just go.
Is Bonnie seated? Is she standing?
She's in bed still with the covers wrapped around her. She hasn't moved, and especially when she saw Faelynn at the door, she kind of went into the covers a bit more.
Laurie's gonna go up to her, and he's gonna put his hand on her shoulders, and he's gonna go, Bonnie, dear, you're shaking. What's wrong? What happened?
Didn't they want to talk about it? Not that... It's not you. It's just... I don't...
If it's something that is dangerous for the rest of us, we all need to know.
This place is fucking haunted, that's what it is.
That's when Violet comes in. It's what?
He's gonna go,
haunted.
Miss Eyre, I think you might have some explaining to do here, ma'am.
There's no rhyme or reason that I can figure out when she appears. She just appears and she lowers your guard at first, even if it's just... It's what you desperately want, and then it's taken. I cannot explain it. I've tried to talk to Rochester about it, and he won't listen. He keeps denying that there's anything arcane in the house, but I know there's... I don't know.
Well, If you want to, we'll try to get a...
But I can't leave until tomorrow.
Why? If it's dangerous. And my
not?
friends were most likely... I don't know. She, like, looks at Harvey and
She
Bunny.
doesn't appear more than once in the night.
So we're done now. She won't come back.
She won't. As far as I can tell, it takes energy from her.
All right.
Jesus. That's bloody terrifying.
That's fine.
All right, everyone just stay in this room. Just give me 2 seconds. You as well, Miss Eyre. As she goes and, like, starts getting everyone's, like, mattresses and starts dragging them into Harvey's room and just literally gets every single, like, mattress she can get a hold on and just makes the entire like, room and like gets all the pillows and duvets. Like, we're all gonna stay in one room. We're not gonna be alone. Understood. Under any circumstances, if you're going outside during the night, you are armed. I do have another pistol if anyone needs it. I also have a crossbow. Actually, I think I have 2 crossbows. Yes, I have 2 crossbows. And a rapier. So if anyone needs weapons, I have it. But, like, don't be dumb. Alright?
How often has this been happening, Miss Eyre?
It's infrequent. It hasn't happened that many times, but the last time it happened, it happens maybe every few weeks. I've been here a few months. I thought it was just nightmares at first. Nothing real, just pure terror. But I started to think maybe it wasn't when I...
When you what?
I was set to marry Mr. Rochester up until about a week ago, which was when I sent the notice to the university saying that I would accept the position. It was the day before, and it was strange. It was Mr. Rochester coming into my room telling me that he did love me. And then, for a moment, I saw a mirror image of myself, insane, and I tore my wedding dress apart, and I tried to attack him, and then the next moment, nothing. I thought it was a nightmare, but the next morning I saw my veil and dress in tatters. I can't stay in this house. As far as I know, it's never affected Mr. Rochester. It might be because he's a drow. It might be because I'm a human. I don't know.
The rings, the jewelry in the case in the drawing room. Who do they belong to?
Some of them are family pieces. They run in the Rochester or Fairfax lineage.
You ever seen a ring? A simple looking ring with a gem in the middle?
Some. They're part of a set. I think they were Mrs. Rochester's. The former Mrs. Rochester's.
Oh, right. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm too stressed out. And she's literally just gonna get under the covers on Harvey's bed and go to the far side of the bed and just head under. Just nope. She's done.
Or he's gonna take a swig of his flask real quickly. He's gonna take a long swig of that.
Harvey's standing in front of a mirror, and he's just staring at himself. And he's just...
Faelynn's gonna
He's in a state of shock.
Faelynn's gonna go over to Harvey, just look at him, and she's gonna take her glove off. Just, like, take his hand. Just, like...
He flinches.
Gonna take his hand again and just keep holding it.
Oh, will be. A little bit.
And help, look. you saw what happened.
Alright.
Friends now.
Right. And Harvey walks away with her and sits down, but I don't think he's going to sleep much.
Faelynn puts her glove back on. And as her very bruised hands and hidden up.
Okay. Is there anything anyone else wants to do? Or
Yes. Violet's real quick just gonna lift the cat up off of her shoulders and just kind of like tuck him into the crook of Bonnie's arm as she's sleeping, and just kind of like give him a little scritch behind the ears, and then and just kind of leave them alone after that.
Cry.
Lori's gonna take just like a pillow, and he's gonna sit up next to on the door, like facing everybody with his back on the door.
Oh, I also want to. Can I redo my alarm spell? Can I redo my alarm spell around the door?
go for it.
I'm gonna take 11 minutes and do that.
Okay. Then yes.
No. Phelan's gonna have both guns under the pillow now. And she's gonna have both of her crossbows and a rapier just like on the side, so it's easy for people to just get if something happened.
Okay. And with that, I think it's a good time to take a break.
Yes.
A quick, just like 5-minute break.
Nice.
Oy vey.
Oh my god!
You sleep through the night.
Whoa.
Yes.
Hey.
At what cost?
And we're back!
Welcome!
I was
Hi, everybody.
sweating so much that I had to peel my dress, like that's under like my tushy. I had to peel it off the chair as I got up. Yeah.
Mm,
I have pizza
yummy.
Good going.
Perspiration.
I had to get an extra stress
Perspiration?
blanket.
Inspiration. Okay. So in the morning, you guys all like wake up pretty steadily. It's pretty groggy. There is like a staggered wake up. Some of you like maybe do get ready to go hunting. Ms. Eyre like gets up like fairly early because like she needs to like go do her own duties before like she has to get ready for the ball. Thank you for staying. I know it's a lot.
Hey, no worries at all. You want to go hunting with me and Laurie?
No, I'm not very proficient in weaponry or anything. And I need to go teach Adele her morning lesson. She needs to figure out grammar before she can get ready for the ball. And me too.
No problem. Hey, we're gonna get out of here. Whatever happens, this is your last day here. So, make it count.
Okay. And so then she leaves to go get ready. So there's a group for hunting then?
And me and Laurie, apparently. Just the two of us.
Okay.
Two of us.
Yeah.
Harvey's outside just because he didn't want to be in that house anymore.
Yeah.
So
Fair
he's just
enough.
I think he's just walking the grounds. If that big ass tree is there, that's where he's at.
Yes. Yes,
What did you say
absolutely.
with that look on your face?
That big ass tree.
We're of course speaking about the Jane Eyre version with Michael Fassbender, that tree in that movie.
That big
tree.
happy
If
tree.
anybody wants to pick up the reference.
I haven't seen it. Let me look it up.
It's a big ass tree.
So those so Faelynn and Laurie, you guys should do athletics checks for how you do hunting.
I got a 1. But my athletics is +3, so 4.
I got a 6.
Okay,
As if that changes it.
So you guys are like pretty drowsy from like being woken up last night and like just kind of the shock. You kind of kept on waking up last night and just like checking on the others and then like going back to sleep and then like waking up 10 minutes later. So you're pretty tired and they didn't really have any horses to spare, so you guys are kind of just walking around the woods looking for all the rabbits that you saw yesterday. And they're much faster than two sleep deprived people who
Just gonna like mumble under
and
her
then
like, breath.
then
Like,
Lori
I
yeah.
promised Bunny a pelt. So disappointed.
Lori is like trying to act like he's not sleep deprived, and he's like trying to like watch this, and then he like accidentally lets go of the bow, like actual bow instead of the arrow, and it's just
He's gonna go, well, bloody hell, right then. Isn't it? Honestly, Faelynn, darling, I don't believe that Bonnie is all that concerned with the pelt at the moment.
No.
I've never seen her that shaken up before. And whatever scares Bonnie, by God, that's gonna scare me.
Seen her once. She's like remembers like up at the tower at the top of the stairs. And she's gonna say, just I've seen her once. It's she gets over it quickly. She's a tough cookie.
Are you sure she gets over it, or she makes you think she gets over it?
Oh no, she does get over it, I promise you. She really, like, she doesn't really hide anything. She's an open book.
He's gonna laugh at that. He's gonna go, Faelynn, darling, I love you with all my heart, but sometimes you're about as observant as a brick wall.
She's gonna be like, do you want to tell me anything, Lori?
I'm going to be quite honest with you, it's not my place to tell you. So no. This time I'll keep my mouth shut. That's for you to find out.
Oh, for this
Anyway.
one time you're gonna keep your mouth shut.
Gossip Girl.
Exactly, you know. Sometimes I am a good secret keeper, but to be fair, she didn't tell me. I figured it out on my own.
Well, alright. Be a better secret keeper than you're a hunter. She says, pointing at the arrow and the bow at
This is not the kind of... I'm not a hunter, darling, I'm a lover. And frankly, I don't quite like the taste of rabbit.
Ugh! Come on. Like, oh, alright, you're a poet. Please, tell me something better than that.
Well, I thought it would have been better than saying I like a different taste of meat, but you know, it was early in the morning, so...
She's like,
Trying to keep it PG-13.
No. Oh, God. That tree there is
He's
really
laughing.
pretty. Those leaves... Did you know that those leaves can be medicinal? And those leaves are edible,
Really?
but only edible once because they're very poisonous.
Well, then anything's edible, really.
Yeah.
Thank God.
She's gonna go over to Lori and just like hook her hand around his and be like, let's just go back and pretend that rabbits are extinct for like this morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Rabbits, never heard of them.
that rabbits that never existed.
Exactly, a thing of fairy tales.
Yes.
But just speaking of fairy tales, there was a book I pulled from the parlor sitting room area. I found it quite odd, and there's a name written in it, Adele. I didn't quite realize until this morning with Miss Eyre that Adele is her...
Student?
What's the word for it? Student? Yes. It has that scribbled in there as well, and I found it odd for a man such as Mr. Rochester, who hates the arcana and whatnot, to have so many books about it.
I thought it was odd as well, but
Particularly this one.
what if he did enjoy Arcana before until something happened? And then it would be too horrible to get rid of the books. Even if you're scared of something doesn't mean that you have to, turn a blind eye on it.
maybe they weren't his books to begin with.
That as well. I mean, it's an old thing. Handed down, a family heirloom.
True. He was a boring fellow. I didn't peg him for one of the arcana. Very moody, broody. Sit in the corner.
I know, but
Not very
we're gonna
talkative.
be attending his ball, so let us try to be civil at least. Oh, what are you wearing, by the way?
Oh, Excuse me? Yes?
What are you wearing?
Sorry, your audio cut out for me. What
No
did
worries.
you ask?
What are you wearing for the ball tomorrow? Tonight.
Oh.
Sorry, time.
Well, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a shindig, but I'd like to be the center of attention and the well-dressed person in the room. So I did get a new 3-piece suit tailored for me. It's my complimentary colours, and I thought we're going to countryside. It could have been a vacation. Oh boy, I was wrong. So I was trying to bring a little pep in my step. Bright colours, teals, blues. Yes, that maybe.
What do you think they saw, though?
I don't know. I was just excited to get out of the house.
What do you think they saw last night?
I think they saw their own, whatever haunts them the most, their own demons. I think they were met face to face with them. I know a look in someone's eye whenever they're not, well, I looked at Bonnie last night and the fear and terror she had and almost embarrassment. I've known that look before. How I've seen that in the mirror sometimes. So whatever it is, it wasn't good.
Just thinking, because her family is very wonderful. She doesn't really have any problem there. Harvey.
Well, Harvey's interesting. There's something I think's going on there.
Oh,
From
like
what I remember.
Faelynn's gonna be like, it's not my place to do.
Oh, now look who's not telling secrets, huh?
Well, she's like, when it comes to Harvey, I will not.
He's gonna get a little, stand up a little bit, kind of not really look at her and kind of look off, and he's gonna go, he has a special place in your heart, doesn't he?
Like a brother to me. Brother I never had. I know I already have 3 older brothers, but, they're absolute fucking assholes. Harvey is...
Is he just like a brother to you?
Oh. She's like... Oh, yes! Oh my goodness! Harvey is just a brother to me! Oh my god, did you think I had feelings for Harvey? Oh my gosh, no! Oh no! Oh no! She goes over to Laurie Harvey is the sweetest pumpkin cinnamon roll that has ever walked this earth. And he's just like a little brother that I would protect for an entire lifetime. I would never... No. Did you love? No, oh gosh, no.
He's gonna get a little embarrassed and put his hand on his neck. It's okay. He's gonna go, well, you don't really take your gloves off for anyone.
She gets well, Harvey's been there for me when I was at my worst in that case. I don't think if I was going to try to comfort him that the thing he needed right now was a person with gloves on their hands. His father was a doctor. I don't think that's the first thing he would feel.
Why haven't you ever taken your gloves off for me?
She smiles as she takes off her gloves. As you can see how bruised and beaten and almost scars across them. And she's reaches her hand out and takes his hand. Happy?
He's gonna get kind of embarrassed, and the tips of his ears get a little red, where he's just kind of blushing. And he's gonna have his his hand in her hand. He's gonna rub his thumb across the palm, and he's gonna go, very much so.
All right, come on, you hunter, you. Let's go up and again pretend that rabbits never existed on this plane of the earth.
And then he's gonna take her hand and he's gonna, like kiss it, just not in like a but just a familiar way. And he's gonna lead the way.
Always the poet. As she goes, and they walk up to the castle.
Okay, so you, reach it pretty easily. Yeah, it's been a good morning. It's kind of coming into afternoon, and it's not too far off that's when the ball is going to be, so you guys gotta get ready. Bonnie, Violet, are you guys doing anything?
When Bonnie wakes up, she's probably gonna kind of snuggle into this soft thing. Like, this is a really soft pillow. And then she's gonna open her eyes and see this. Is it like a blue cat? And she's just like, oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, where the fuck did you come from? And then, is Violet still in the room?
Yeah, probably.
She's gonna pick up the cat and like roll over so the cat's like above her. Is this wee thing yours?
Yeah, you look like you needed some comfort, and he purrs nicely, so I let him sleep with you for the night.
Why do I feel like this? So she puts, oh right, and then she's just gonna turn to the side, just yeah, no, I appreciate that. It was really
Are you allergic? I didn't think about that.
No, I'm not allergic. I may have just sniffed some of the fur up my nose, and it's just brought some tears to my. It's the dust. It's the dust in the room. Don't worry about it.
Yes, the dust. Al, come here. And then the cat's gonna like come bounce and claw back up onto her shoulder.
Oh. So, last night was interesting.
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Thank God. Honestly, I feel like no one's gonna leave me alone for days. So I just gotta, breeze past it. Did anyone actually get any sleep last night? Because I feel like I'm the only one who's well rested.
I slept a little. I'm used to not sleeping a lot, though. I'm all right.
All right. Have you been working on your essay again?
Well, I need to keep my grades up if I want to keep the scholarship. So maybe.
If you ever lost your scholarship, I'd just make my parents pay for you instead.
I can't do that. No.
I can't. Try saying that when I pay forward the money.
It's not an option. It's not an option.
Right, I get that you have your pride and you're working through that and such, and you're doing your best that you can. But know that, like, at the end of the day, school is school. Like, your life is now. It's not going to wait for you. Life doesn't wait for you. You better live it now, or you
Bonnie, it's not the same for you as it is for me.
I know that. I have the privilege of having that behind me. I have the privilege of having two overbearing parents that won't ever let me go anywhere without having the numbers of, the addresses of anywhere they can contact, and having the names of everyone I'm going with. I get it.
I'm not saying you have it any easier. I'm not saying that I have it harder than you. There's a lot. You haven't seen the way my mother talks to me when I go back home, and the way that there's a lot riding on me being successful here and me doing well, and I need to be useful somehow, and this is the only way I know how to be without losing my mind.
Okay then. I mean, if you ever want to not go home, you can always come to mine. My parents love having other people to dote on, because apparently I'm not fun to buy for and stuff, but whatever. But I just
Look, we're having the ball today, and I know that you're not totally used to these kind of parties, but
No, not at all.
hey, I mean, I can show you the ropes, as it were. It's pretty easy. You just smile at all the fakes, and then have a couple of drinks.
All right, that seems easy enough.
Aye, and you have to put your essay down. You can't bring it with you.
I can't.
No,
I've done it at every other school function we've had.
this isn't a school function. This is a social function, and if your career is riding on it, it's about who you know, not what you know. So let's get to knowing who. Anyway, I need to get changed, and we need to get ready for the day. Where did Harvey go?
I thought he went outside for a bit. He looked a bit pale. I thought maybe I'd let him alone.
Aye, probably best. Probably best people let him alone till he figures it out.
I'm not great at, being tactful.
Aye, me neither. Doesn't he stop me though? Apparently.
It's all right. We can be tactless together.
Aye, I'd like that.
All right. So then you guys kind of like spend the morning together a little bit. Bonnie helps Violet get ready for like the ball and everything, and like little tips.
So cute.
And Harvey, you just kind of like walk around the grounds a bit, and you find like a good tree. Find a good tree.
A good big tree. Good big tree. The best.
Yeah, and I think you draft like another letter to Robin. This one a little bit more tender.
Absolutely.
Just like I feel like it's just a thing of like, I'd never hurt you, right? And like you're like if I ever do, like you're free to go. Like don't feel like the need to stay. I feel like I'm putting words in your mouth, but like
No, that's basically what he would write. I think once he's finished writing that letter to Robin, he's going to be walking with his satchel, and he's going to be muttering to himself as he goes back up to the house, and he goes, "You look nothing like him. You don't.
Oh no!
You're not like him." And then he goes and gets ready.
So you guys all get ready for the party, and by this time, like, several other guests have arrived, and, like, the way it was gonna be, like, they're gonna spend the night tonight, but you guys actually have, like, an evening train you're able to get to after this. But Jane's, like, promised she's going to stay for, like, a portion of the ball. So then, you guys head downstairs, and there's like small like bunches of people, not really that many, there's like one or two standing around the foyer, and then like there's the actual like ballroom. It's not like a ballroom, but it's not the biggest you've seen. But it still like holds you sort of like comfortable. It's like this doesn't have like the same icy and constant watchfulness of other events you guys have attended. It's like the dark wood shines like a little brighter in the candlelight, and there have been a few lamps, like electric lamps, that have been like set up in a few spots. Like it's kind of like out of the, like it's obviously like trying to be like kind of modern, but there isn't like a lot of like industry already in the house other than like the steam heating. And on like one side, and on one side of like the whole room it's kind of set with tables of like various sizes, and so sorry, I was just trying to find something for a second. And so then you
Music change.
go inside, and yes. And on one side of the room are like 6 various tables. They're all round, but they're kind of various sizes. All the chairs are pretty much the same. There's like maybe 1 or 2 that are kind of out of place, or they're like a little older dated. There's like been a few new ones made. but they're all set around the table, and there's different numbers around the tables of chairs. And there's like quite a few guests that roam the room. So yeah, there's like I feel like if you could bring up the map.
Oh, a map.
Oh yes,
Map.
sorry.
Map.
That was my
Map.
mistake. I'm so bad. Let's go.
Okay.
See?
Oh,
Ooh,
Yeah. I made this.
Ah.
you made.
that's awesome.
I love maps. I love maps.
I made this watching the Wayward Wanderers stream Saturday nights at 5.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Okay, so my connection's not really working.
Oh,
Oh no.
So,
Do you want to post it in the general chat?
Yes,
yes.
In the maps, we have a maps chat.
I'll post it there. You
Oh,
just
yeah.
continue, Liz. I'll post it.
Okay, cool. That would be great for me too, because I'm not actually actively watching the stream.
Don't worry.
So yes, there's a few of the tables, and there's a few groups of people around the room. There's like looks like there's 2 or 3 looking at like a small like section of the wall nearer to the door that's like portraits. There aren't that many, but like they're tasteful. There's like a few landscapes. There's like they're pretty nice. There's that it looks like there's 2 people like talking to the musicians who are like in the corner. And one of them looks to be like kind of arguing with them. And there's also like one table that it's almost filled up. Faelynn, can you roll perception?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like, okay. 21.
Ooh.
15 plus 6.
Is that 6?
No, 15 plus 6, so 21.
15 plus 6. Oh, okay, 21. So, like, you enter the room, and immediately, like, you look at the table, and someone's eyes meet yours, and your brother Dorian is sitting there, like, kind of, like, taken aback that his sister is there.
Dorian.
And he kind of, like, looks at, and then, like, turns back to his friends and just, like, tries to act like he didn't see anyone.
She goes down to Dorian. And she's like,
and
Dorian?
Faelynn! What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I'm here with my friends. And,
Really?
2
Introduce me!
people, like, on either side. Yes, 2 people on either side look to you. It's, like, 2 gentlemen, and then there's, like, a woman on, like, the 4th seat down. And, like, the 2 guys are, like, looking in between, and one of them has, like, sandy hair, and he, like... So... I'm Basil. And he, like, holds out his hand.
Oh, shit! Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
I just realized. Oh! And she's like, Faelynn Brekkers. Dorian's sister.
Oh. No one else at the table is really talking. I love your dress. It honestly brings out your eyes. I have to say that before anyone else does. That's my compliment. That's what I claim. That's
Thank you, Basil.
like no one else can say that I'm copying someone else. Like you, fantastic. You have the face, kind of face that I would want to paint. Like, God, your family is just so attractive.
Alright. Well, if you'd like, I could talk to my father about maybe some portraits. We are long overdue of some in our house.
That's what I keep telling Dorian. And Dorian like looks over and he goes, "That's enough, Basil."
And she takes Dorian's like little chin, like, But Dorian, you've got the most handsome face of us all.
You, like, glitched for a second. What did you say?
She takes his, like, chin and is like, but Dorian, you've got the most handsome face of them all.
Dorian, like, looks, and, like, the other guy on the other side of Dorian is, like, and he sips his scotch.
And she turns to that guy
and,
like, Cat,
the
your tongue.
lady on the end, look. What?
Cat got your tongue.
And he's like, well, if I don't really have anything worth saying, I guess I shouldn't say it.
Well, maybe a name would be nice to the one that's laughing.
Well, I just think it's a terrible thing to lie to a person.
Are you telling that my older brother is not the most attractive man in the room? Or
Oh,
do you think
no,
you're
that's
better?
not what I was saying.
A name, please.
The girls are fighting.
And, like, the girl, like, kind of, like, is, like, taken aback, because up until now, I think they've been, like, very nice to her, and just kind of like, ah ha ha ha. And she, like, is taken aback, and she's like, Rosemary, nice to meet you.
Faelynn Brekkers.
Your dress is lovely. by the
Thank
way.
you. It is. It does bring out my eyes.
Yes. Yes. You'd think there'd be better manners at balls like these.
No, that's why you put
let's-
people down and remind them of manners when they are, you know, with people of higher status.
Oh boy!
The guy stands up and goes like,
I know.
And
I'm
yes, her
getting
gun
another drink.
is
And-
strapped to her thigh.
the guy like stands up and starts like walking, and he's like, I'm getting another drink. And Dorian like looks between you and him and is like, yeah, we'll be here, Henry. And Basil is like, kind of has his face in his hand. He's like, just wanted to have a nice party,
You got nice friends, Dorian.
you know.
Basil, it was actually really lovely
Dorian-
to meet you. You're actually quite nice.
Basil like goes, same to you, and like Dorian like
so precious.
puts down his arm. And Rosemary like looks unimpressed and like stands up and like walks away towards like a different group.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
She's gonna
Anything else? Anyone else? wanna do?
She's just
Oh.
gonna smile at Dorian. Well, I hope you have a lovely party. See you around. And then
I hope
goes,
you trip.
well, I hope you trip and die.
Laurie's gonna come up behind her and he's gonna go, Dorian, how are you?
Laurie! Lovely to see you. I'm gonna roll for deception. I rolled an 11. Dorian already looks like pretty strained from the conversation with his sister between like his friends, and he's like, hey! Wonderful to see you.
Right, Dory, no need to lie to me. You can just tell me how you really feel.
Basil like puts a hand on his he's like, it's nice to see you, Laurie.
Hello, Basil, how are you doing?
Oh, splendid. Evening's already gone to shit. Can't wait to see where it goes from here.
I know exactly how you feel.
Dorian stands up. I'm getting a drink too. He like walks off on the table.
He's gonna watch while he goes, and he's gonna, and who is this lovely lady here?
Basil, please.
Is Rosemary still there? She's still there? Rosemary?
Oh no, she left. She was completely unimpressed with their manners.
Well, who was the lovely lady that was over here? Scratch that, 'cause I
Oh,
wasn't paying attention to
that was Mrs. Rosemary Woodhouse. She was just apparently she's been traveling, so
Traveling.
her husband's her husband's like part of the
Married.
theater. Yes, and very much in love too. So don't get any ideas.
That's what they will say. That's what. Fine. I'll be on my best behavior.
Thank you. But we both know that's still not the greatest.
Of course we do. He's gonna give him a little wink. He's like, absolutely.
He goes like that.
And then Laurie's gonna go follow where Faelynn went.
While this has all been happening, can Bonnie, like, because I'd expect her to, like, kind of take Violet and Harvey by the arms as she's entered and gone, we're finding our genuine host, and I want to have a wee word with him about the ghost situation in this house.
Rochester looks like he's like trying to diffuse a situation with the guy and the other one who's like standing by the musician, kind of arguing. He's like he's over in the far corner.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't want to just drag them if they don't want to come. So, like, she's just... Are they coming?
Yeah. Violet will link arms together with Bonnie and then look at Harvey. Are you coming? You don't have to, but...
It's good to have a second account of what happened.
Absolutely, let's go. She's not even really going to wait for him. She's going to drag him. As she approaches, she goes, Lord Rochester, Master Rochester, I don't really...
Yeah.
I've never met you, but hi. Lovely to meet you. Sorry, are we intruding?
And he like is about to talk, and like the guy who's arguing with the band is like, no, you need to do it. Can you count? Do you know how to play music? And like the other girl is like, now listen, no, please, Phileas, please. And she's like trying to drag him away from the musicians. I'm like, please, can't we just enjoy the? And she like turns, and she like completely abandons this whole conversation. She sees Laurie and she starts walking. But in this conversation.
Oh dear.
Oh no, okay.
How many X's are there going to be in the bowl tonight, guys?
In all the balls in all Victorian England. So Phileas is now like full for, and like Rochester like takes him by the shoulders and goes, please, Phileas, just go enjoy the ball. You can fix the music later when you actually want to dance. And so you guys all walk up to him and he's like, yes, hello.
How do you do? So we're the escorts for your young Miss Eyre, your governess. We're the escorts to escort her to a new job. We stayed over last night. Unsure if you're aware, you never greeted us, unlike a host. However, we had a bit of a situation last night that I wanted to confirm with you.
What sort of situation?
Oh, I don't know. A pale white woman with ebony hair who broke into both mine and my friend's rooms. Sorry, am I speaking to a wall?
I'm trying to find my words. I know you don't have the problem.
I squeeze Bonnie's wrist for a second. Just
sorry, I didn't sleep very well. I'm sure you can imagine.
I don't often have guests at Thornfield. This ball is really the only event where people come. There's not much opportunity for others to confirm this.
Your governess, Miss Eyre, has said that this has been an ongoing problem for a few weeks. I don't mean to...
She always talked of them as nightmares, not real events. I didn't realize
Real
this
enough.
would touch reality. Why I banned Arcana in the first place?
She mentioned that her dress got torn up, her wedding dress. Did you not know about that?
She never returned it. She just... You know she was set to marry me?
She mentioned
us.
it.
Yes, she tore up... Well, someone tore up the dress and the veil and did it in front of her, and it shook her up quite badly. I thought perhaps it was just this house. I didn't plan to stay here with her or Adele. I planned to leave.
Mm-hmm. Do you know that woman that we talked about? Pale skin, dark hair.
That would be my former wife, Bertha Mason.
The woman who died in the fire?
Yes.
In the attic?
Yes.
Now, see, I wasn't curious about this, but a few of our compatriots mentioned that. Why was she in the attic?
She was starting to go insane more violently as time went on. We were converting it to hold her safely. I did not want to send her off to a lunatic's asylum.
Yes, we're shutting her in an attic.
And then letting all your guests go insane with her, huh?
No, well, I didn't think it correlated, but I thought perhaps it's because, well, my former wife was human. So is Miss Eyre. I did not find the connection at first. Not many stay the night. Not many, I don't know, disturb her somehow.
Can I make an Arcana roll to see if I can sense any Arcana in the house, like in the sense of where it's situated?
Can I also do that?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and roll for Arcana.
I got an 18.
That's a nat 1, baby!
So nat 1, and was that 8 or 18?
18. 1-8.
Okay. You, like, stop for a moment to actually think of, like, if you've felt the same feeling you felt before of, like, hyper cleanliness. And, like, you feel like something, like, pulls you to, like, turn you around. You can feel it. And in comes Jane. She's wearing a very simple dress. It's green. It might be one of her nicest dresses, and she is wearing a necklace from it. You recognize it. It was the matching piece to the ring.
She's gonna slap Harvey's shoulder. Actually, where are you almost going? You'd be this side, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the... Mr. Rochester! Did you give her that necklace?
That was an engagement present. I told her she could keep it as a parting gift.
I don't know if she should wear it.
What are you
Found
talking
one
about?
of the rings from the chest in my room, and that's when all this nonsense started to happen. I went to take it back, and that's when me and Bonnie saw her.
Right.
And he pauses for a bit, and he's like, as much as I hate Arcana, I do know it's better to be knowledgeable about an enemy than to be ignorant. I study Arcana in my free time. There's a new theory of mineralized Arcana. It's a natural resource, so of course it's found in the earth, but sometimes it can mineralize as... It can look like jewels, gems. This could... If... These were some of the private collection of the former Mrs. Rochester.
Aye.
There is a theory. Arcana influences the human mind. Why would it be absurd to say the human mind can influence Arcana?
Aye. Isn't that what you're studying, Violet?
It is. He's not wrong. That's a good question, actually. I might look into that more when I get back to school. The problem... I used a luck point to re-roll my nat 1, and I got a nat 20, so...
Yes!
All right.
So... You know, then, the theory that the mineralized arcanium contains echoes.
Are you talking about the newest book in my study? I haven't had a chance to truly look at it yet.
You might want to.
Echoes, you mean,
of former connections, former people, owners. You said that this was your wife's old collection. I think it remembers her. And then you give it to your new wife? It's going to be very angry. That's not a good idea.
If it's an echo, then... It's an echo of her final days. It's
really not a good idea. You put an insane woman in an attic thinking it's better than an asylum where she would be taken care of.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Not a good idea.
Everybody has mistakes.
You gave your new betrothed. You gave your new betrothed your ex's jewelry.
From the days when she was going insane and was trapped alone and probably terrified
I'm sorry,
out of her
but
mind.
what kind of gentleman are you? That is no way to treat a lady.
All right, Harvey. No,
he's right. Go on, Harvey.
He's
correct.
Haunted jewelry, and he thinks that he could just pass it on to his new betrothed.
I didn't know that.
It's bad luck either way, and you should know that.
You say that you...
Someone go tell her to take it off.
Oh, right, yeah, no.
You say that you study Arcanium. You're not very knowledgeable about it, are you?
Oh!
The bloody idiot, and that's what he is. And Harvey runs off, and he goes to get Jane's necklace off.
Oh,
okay.
God, right. I will be right back. Harvey, you can't just say that and run off.
He's at Jane. He's like, hand it over. That thing on your neck. Give it here.
Jane's like standing next to some of the paintings, just like having a good time. What?
Ruin it.
Your necklace, the thing around your neck. Hand it over.
What are you talking about?
Right now, just give it to me. I promise you, all will be well if you just hand it over.
Violet's also gonna head over. We think that the necklace might be affecting your state of mind.
Actually, hold up a bit, actually.
Okay.
Y'all should roll initiative.
What? Oh!
And I'll describe this as it's going on. So the fear in, like, Jane's eyes of, like, this genuinely, like, sweet guy that she's seen just talk to and, like, everything. He runs up to her in a panic and, like, demands her necklace, and she's, like, been in a semi-relaxed state. She's, like, expecting to leave in, like, the next few hours, and she's very calm. She's, like, enjoying her last day at Thornfield, and she's, like, been scared by this, and now she feels that urgency of, like, oh god, what if the echo is coming? And with that, there's, like, a chord that's kind of struck.
Stevie, again? You did it again?
Stevie.
I have no words. I have no words, Stevie.
Look at my cat.
Speed out this, Stevie. Every fucking time.
And
It was you with the dancing things last time, with the mechanics. It was.
I make for good gameplay. What can I say?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Punish me later. Oh no.
As like this shock is going on, like there's like a slight flicker in the room. There's like a sort of sweeping chill that kind of like you feel it come out from like Jane, like that area. And like she like jolts back for a second and like her eyes start clouding to like a black. And there's like obvious panic and distress on her face. And she throws her arms out and there's this huge burst of just heat that goes out from before her. And it knocks you back like substantially. Like it's how's the battle map doing?
Oh my
Violet
god.
and Bunny behind him, he just like flattens them. Oh my god. Heck.
So yeah,
Oh,
y'all would have been in between like table 1 and 2, I think.
So does Harvey get full blast?
Harvey does get full blast. So like roll a d4.
Oh Jesus.
Oh shit.
God.
What does a D4 look like?
It's a
The
pyramid.
triangle one.
Triangle.
A quick
The
side
one that
note.
hurts someone to step on.
The lady who walked over to Laurie, did she slap at him?
No, she never fully... Oh wait, no, there would have been time. They start like she's she's actually standing behind him and he's like looking at the wall. Like it's not like just the wall. It's like there's a painting there and everything, and he's like looking at it, and she's like standing there waiting for him to notice she's behind him.
Oh my god.
A minute, he kind of just stands up very slowly and just like turns around and goes, "Oh, God, fucking damn it.
Laurie!
Caroline, hi. How are you doing? Why are you here?
Why wouldn't I be here? It's a, well, not quite exclusive event, but it's a quite rare one. Come to Thornfield.
Wait, sorry, can I just... Is Faelynn nearby?
She probably would have been, yeah, because you guys, like, moved
Yeah.
off of the table together.
She's gonna see what's happening. She's gonna link herself with Harvey's arm. No, Laurie's arm, and be like, Laurie, darling, I think we have somewhere else to go.
Wrong brunette.
Wrong brunette.
Yeah.
And, like, with that, that's when the heat wave, like,
Oh!
blasts. And, like, you guys are actually, like, knocked back into the wall. So I think you guys would probably be stunned by that.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, well, at the last second, he's gonna maneuver it so that she doesn't hit the wall and it's just him,
Ooh.
and she hits him.
So
Caroline
Then
can
I
get
think
fucked.
Faelynn is probably less, you know what? This is what happens to Caroline. You're, like, protecting, like, Faelynn, and, like, Caroline gets blasted forward, and she's like, oh! And then you actually, like, put out your arm, and she gets smacked against the wall.
unconscious slips down the side.
So then, that.
Do Violet and Bonnie have to take any damage from where they're behind
No,
Harvey?
'cause you weren't quite like in the initial blast. So
Sick.
like you were still, I think, coming around the second table.
So instead
So
they
that's-
just got Harvey'd.
Yeah. Oh, where would Harvey might be blown onto table 2, honestly.
Honestly.
Oh
Party.
god.
That's right next to it.
Well, great job, Harvey, getting the necklace.
Raz him! He just got shot!
So this flicker
He hurt.
no, other than like the D4, he's pretty fine. Like there's like maybe a few embers on like his bow tie, so he like brushes them off.
Oh,
Him going,
Robin got that for me.
So like Jane kind of raises off the floor a little bit, and like she's still got like this face of panic, but you can see like a sort of like shimmer over her of like another face that's like just kind of smiling, and this like
she's
sounds
being
like that.
possessed.
Not one bit.
Being possessed.
so she's like recovering a bit. She's like 5 going. She's like 5 feet off the ground, rising.
Well, Violet, if you wanted to know what she looked like last night, that's her. Delightful.
You know,
isn't she?
when you started talking about shapeshifting, I thought it was similar to, but that's just weird. I don't like that.
I don't like it one bit. Harvey, get off the table.
Harvey's like, okay, alright. Maybe that was a little bit forward. Alright.
A little bit. You came up to her and started trying to grab it, basically.
She's got a cursed necklace on her!
She doesn't know that.
Okay,
Someone-
so
Well,
what's
she does now. Oh, it's
let's go
initiative
from
time.
let's go from 1 to 5. Anybody in there?
Nat 1, baby.
Okay.
You had plus
It
something.
came back to haunt me.
Plus something, right?
No.
What, you had plus 0?
No, my initiative is +0. Yeah.
I like how the music kicked in after that. Like, bang.
Yeah, my initiative is +0. Also, my armor class is 10, so please protect me.
You're squishy! Squishy wizard!
I'm so squishy.
I'm the
She's a
tank.
wizard.
I
Oh,
can't wait to
God.
get fucked up.
She just needs to get slapped, and that's it.
How much HP do y'all have?
So yeah, Nat 1.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Myth, why do you have such a low constitution?
Are you looking at her?
God.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
We're fucked.
This isn't looking great.
Everything's fine.
So, okay,
Oh,
1 to
yes,
5,
yes.
then 5 to 10. No 5 to 10?
No one wants to hang out with me
Okay.
down to the bottom of the initiative.
Okay.
Come on.
So sorry.
I'm well once.
10, 15?
14.
Okay, 15 to 20?
I got an 18.
I also got an 18.
Ooh,
17, but my initiative is +3, so 20.
that's 20.
Yeah.
18, and Glory is 20. Okay, so first in the initiative is Lori. What are you doing after you get knocked into the wall?
Well, first of all, he's gonna check if Faelynn is okay. Then he's gonna go, Jesus Christ, woman, you have bony shoulders.
She sharpens them every morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
The body is a weapon.
Thank
He's gonna go, are you alright?
Well, me and my bony shoulders could be better, but thank you for
Oh,
catching my fall.
You're welcome. I'm just gonna bruise tomorrow. Ugh. He's like holding his chest. Okay, where are we in the vicinity?
Yeah,
Okay, you are like on the you're like by table 6 by the doors.
Oh, Jesus Christ, okay.
Fuck. And each square is like 5 feet? Or?
Yeah, each square is like 5 feet.
Who's
Very
next
tight.
in the initiative?
Next is Harvey.
Okay, I'm gonna use my turn to use Bardic Inspiration on Harvey. Let me get my little poem out for him.
Say, poem time.
Oh, you got a poem?
I do, because he's from the College of Eloquence, so he uses poems. He's gonna go, he's gonna use his little thing where he can whisper a message to someone in his ear. He's gonna go, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what a fucking neat lad you are."
Oh my god.
Like Harvey hears this, and after patting out his bow tie, he's like, "Yeah."
I'm a star. Or sorry, I'm a star.
So you get a 1d8 extra.
Die for both of them.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, Harvey. Now it's your turn.
All right. Jane is right in front of me, right?
You got blown back a bit onto the table, so you're almost 10 feet back, and she's rising off the ground. But you're on a table, so you're even.
I was thinking this is the same. Professor Jenkins just noted in the chat. I think Bardic Inspiration is only a bonus action. You still do have an action or two. If you wanted to do more.
I'm not going anywhere unless Phelan's going somewhere, bro. You did art class.
No problem.
You can ready an action if you want, or something, or maybe.
Can I ready Hellish Rebuke?
That's a reaction, so that's actually already a thing. So if you got hit, you'd already have that. You could maybe hide or try and get closer if you wanted to.
Faelynn, what do you want to do?
She takes a gun out. I'm ready to shoot.
Get in range, baby. Let's go. And he's just gonna push her forward.
There are people moving out because this is happening. All the guests are "Ah!" and moving towards the exit. So they there's several people moving in front of you.
Nice. He has his arms on her shoulders, and it's running behind it. He's like, "Get out of the way, people! Excuse me, move along." I didn't know you were coming today. Tell your mother I said hi. All right, big, move. And then
Hazel's "Will do."
Got a lady with a gun, and she's not afraid to use it.
Apparently, I'm also a fucking meat shield.
Darling, you're good at what you do. I'm going to utilize it. Let's bang, let's go.
Okay, so how close do
Bang,
you
bang
move?
into the room.
You said we're at table 6, right?
Yeah, right next to it.
A full movement is 30
Okay,
feet, unless he wants to use an action to get 60.
And I say moving, if you want to move over top a table, that's, difficult terrain, so that's, that'll take 10 feet instead of 5.
So what if I, maneuvered Faelynn to get in between table 3 and 5?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. I just need range. So I'll be good then.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what you do?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So you maneuver and the crowd is moving out and there's a few people who are taking initiative and move herding the crowd out the doors. Rochester is actually one of them. He's actually moving the band members who are no, they're the ones who are playing this music.
Incredible.
Yeah, he maneuvers the musicians out through the room.
Right.
And he's still he's looking at Jane and he's pained.
Oh. He's Laurie's also gonna take an empty glass, almost empty glass of whatever alcohol is on table 3, and he's just gonna go slams on the table. He's okay, let's go. It's a liquid courage.
Yes.
All right. So then next in the order is Harvey. Actually,
Yeah.
you didn't get a chance. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to read Spirit Guardians and what it can do.
Okay. So, Spirit Guardians
I'm going to help you out here just because it's so hard to type. But basically, you call for spirits to protect you. It lasts 10 minutes. So it lasts a very long time. They flit around you in a distance of 15 feet for that duration. So because if you're good or neutral, they appear as angelic or fey. It's your choice. But when you cast the spell, you designate any number of creatures you see to be unaffected by it. So I would suggest the party.
Yeah.
An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time or on a turn it starts in that area, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage. On a successful save, it takes half that damage. What level are you casting it as? As a 3rd level, right? Or are you doing it as a 4th level?
Doing it 3rd level.
3rd level, okay, so it's 3d8. So basically, because Jane is within the 15 feet radius, because you said she was 10 feet away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it just means that on every turn she starts within that 15 feet radius of Harvey, she has to make a wisdom saving throw at the start of every turn. Okay.
Do that.
Okay. So what are you rolling for this?
You don't have to roll for casting it.
Don't?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, what's the damage?
It's 3d8, but only when she starts her turn in that area. Because she is already in the area, it means that she hasn't entered it for the first time. So it just means that when she starts her turn in that area, in that 15 feet, so on her first turn, she'll have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Or take 3d8 damage.
Sounds good. Won't be
Thank
too
you,
long
Reed.
until that. So like
I'll remind you of it, don't worry.
Alright. So then does that complete your turn, Harvey?
There's bonus actions that you might want to take and stuff, or like a hide action, or
I think
I don't know, can you cast Bless as like a bonus action? I'm unsure if you can do that, or
I'll allow it.
if you've
Yeah.
got Bless.
it says I could bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. So I will probably bless. Does that mean like my party members?
Yeah. So in your range is probably like Violet and Bonnie. But I don't know if Faelynn or
It says up to
Lori
3
is-
creatures, so I don't know if like I need
could
to do
probably-
3.
I don't know if you could bless yourself.
You
don't
can
know.
bless yourself.
Alright.
Yes.
All right, so I'll do Harvey, Bonnie, and Violet. I'll bless us.
Awesome. Is that a
Okay.
D4 to our rolls while we're blessed?
Yeah, D4.
Okay, that's concentration as well. So as soon as you get a hit, Stevie, that goes away for all of us.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds hot. Next in the order is Bonnie.
Okay, right. Bonnie is going to she's going to create an Eldritch Cannon. So it's just a small one that she's created within 5 feet of herself. So she's just put it in front of herself, just a little bit in front of herself, to be honest. So she's going to create that, and that takes her action. But as a bonus action, the Eldritch Cannon is she's going to make it a protector. I'm pretty sure she can do that. Yeah. So Eldritch Cannon protector. So that means that it grants a 1d8 plus 4 temporary hit points to each creature of my choice within the 10 feet area of the turret. So that means that Harvey, Violet, and herself gain a 1d8 plus 4 temporary hit points added to their hit points.
Hot.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is so
Wow.
3, so that's 7 plus to my hit points.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn, yeah.
Okay. Next is the Echo's turn.
No.
Oh.
No, it's not.
So so wait, it has to roll 3d8. ask for
3. It has to roll a wisdom saving throw.
wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Stevie, what's the
that's
save?
That was a 3.
What? No. This. So you're not rolling it. What's your save? So if you go onto the spell, onto Spirit Guardians, it'll tell you what the saving is. The saving throw for wisdom is.
Is it a 19 or higher? That's what I rolled.
It says attack/save wisdom 14.
Okay, yeah. So you that was a successful one. So it's 3d8 halved.
Okay.
So roll 3d8 and then half the damage.
Oh, that's perfect. 5. What? I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Oops. Okay. So that's okay. So then can you describe what that would be like, Harvey? Like what's the
Spirit Guardian?
Yeah.
I think they're very angelic looking, and oh gosh,
they all look like Robin.
I love that you read my mind. I was gonna say that, and I was gonna be like, no, that's a little too much. But I love that you read my mind. Same brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they probably all look like Robin. Oh gosh, since I've never casted this before, I guess they're just protecting, right, everybody?
Yeah.
And
so they probably, I think they might have felt the ending, like the still like vibrating of like the force that went out when it was activated. That they like instinctively like flash back to her, and yeah, she feels that, and she gets like knocked back in the air a little bit, but like, and like Jane isn't sure, like you can see like Jane's face is like still like confused, like this is like seeing someone in the dark. They can't see anything.
Okay.
Haha. All right. And now the echo. So then this is a homebrew. So like this is a little rough.
You can do this.
You're good. Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Well, baby.
You got it.
So she casts Furious Thoughts. And it's like another wave that like moves out. It moves out to about like 20 feet. So I need to count to see if Faelynn and Lori are within, because she's like in between 1 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think you guys are in range of this. So this is like similar to the initial wave that was brought out. Like this might be a reaction to what like the fairies kind of did. It's not an actual reaction, but it's like a defense, and it just like ripples out that like the overlay over top of her face, the like shimmering like shade you can still see. She just like laughs, and like the way that the shade moves and the way that Jane's body moves is definitely like puppeteer and puppet. And the necklace that Jane is wearing like glows for a second with this release outward. So can you guys roll a wisdom save? He is 13.
I'm gonna spend a luck point to re-roll that.
That'll be a 21 for me.
That'll be a 19.
Okay. It didn't get better.
Not much better. That's a 7.
Yeah,
mine's 26.
Mine's a 4.
Oh my god.
Did everyone?
No.
Did Lori just have
Lori?
No.
Lori just went, I'm always mad. That's my secret.
I got a 19.
Okay, so Faelynn and Lori, you're like on the near outskirt of the range, so that's probably why like you get half damage. So that's 2d8, and that is 6 points for you two, but it's 13 for everyone else.
Okay.
Oh wait, I rolled a nat 20 and +6.
Okay, then you take half damage as well. Like,
Okay.
actually, I can describe this. So, like, the force that goes out, it's not the same as before, where the other one was just like heat. This is like a mental flash of like, there's like this huge burst of like, I want this so badly, and then an after blast of like, I am so afraid. And Harvey like saw her like kind of like brace for this. So like you kind of braced yourself, and you did get like the brief flash of like the room again of like Robin. And Bonnie was unprepared for it, so she got like the like flash used just like
How many dice is it?
that was 2d8.
Oh,
I already rolled for damage.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
your damage.
Okay.
Wait, is it me damage? I thought I rolled for
13.
damage, didn't I?
No,
Oh no, you do.
Yeah.
I am stupid.
It's all right. We've been playing for a while,
Yes, but we're still going.
so that's 13 damage.
It's 13.
Yeah, we gotta take down this spooky bitch.
Can I, as a reaction, cast Hellish Rebuke on her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Get
I am.
rebuked, bitch.
So you need to make a Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's 14.
All right. Okay. It's successful. So it's 2d10 fire damage halved.
2d10 damage. Wait, are you rolling for damage?
Oh yeah, I am.
We really said head empty today.
We do be
We're
lost
just
in our dice.
It's 6 damage.
We're here for
6
vibes
damage?
and
Alright.
vibes only.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And can I just say the vibes are immaculate.
Truly.
Chef's
Spooky
kiss.
bitch. All right. So then she like gets hit with this hellish rebuke
Bless
of like
you.
this same This is like the same level of both those feelings, but reflected as anger back at her from you. And she like takes it, and there's like like the face kind of like you get the feeling that like she's already angry. She doesn't need more emotion need more of this emotion.
Why do I feel like I just made it worse?
So that's the end of the Echo's turn. Next is Faelynn.
Yeah, can I try with my gun to shoot the necklace?
Yes. You are like 30 feet away.
Yeah. That's fine. That's exactly the range I need to be at for the gun.
Okay. And since you are like so like good at shooting, you can like I'm not gonna give you advantage, but like you're gonna be good. I can feel it.
I love that you're saying that. But that was cocked. Fuck. I was like, I don't know which number that is because it was cocked.
Imagine.
Come on. Okay. Shit. Wait. So that's 25.
Oh my god.
Where are you aiming on the necklace?
The biggest stone.
Okay, so you're just aiming straight for the stone?
Yes.
So you like steady your arm, sit, and take the shot, and it goes exactly where you know it's going to hit. Because you know this gun, you know shooting, you know moving, hitting targets.
Yeah. I'm firing with my pistol, not my palm pistol, by the way. Just that way, if you know.
Okay.
Is there like a bit of like for that, because Lori's right behind her, and he's gonna.
Yeah. Any like pullback, like you've got her.
Okay, cool.
That'll be 13 points of damage.
Ooh. 13 points of damage. Okay. So like the stone isn't broken, but it is cracked. And with that,
I have another action, but unless something happens first.
I was just going to describe how like the stone looks afterwards.
Yes, please.
Okay. So the stone is cracked, and the previously like dark purple that it was, it looks like it's leaking. Like it's leaking gas. It's leaking something like, if you're not looking directly at it, you can clearly see it, but looking like straight forward, it just looked kind of like heat.
Okay.
But if you look at it indirectly, it looks kind of purple.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my other pistol because I have to. That just means that in my next round of action, I need to reload as an action for both of them, just so you know. So I'm gonna take my other pistol and I'm gonna again aim at that one, and that's gonna be my palm pistol. Don't fuck with me now. Okay, that is a 21.
Okay, that hits again.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the damage?
Sorry, math. That'll be 8 points of damage.
8? Okay. Okay, that one crack is widened to there's a fissure in it. Mm-hmm. And there's like a chunk that flies off, but as it flies off, you see it's like disintegrating in the air. And like with these two shots, the echo like shivers for a second, and it like it flickers, and you see that it's like staring at itself, and it's like trying to it's starting to just concentrate on holding itself together.
Can I, as my free action, shout at Jane, snap out of it! You're stronger than you think you are! You snap out of it! That is my plan.
Okay. Then I'm going to roll for Jane for a second. See if she gets snapped out from that. You see like a moment of clarity on Jane's face, and she like she's not scared anymore. She's confident. She's not broken out of it, but she's confident because she knows you guys are there.
Incredible.
My turn.
Okay. End of your turn? Okay. Next, Violet. Let's go.
Okay. Am I the shadowy figure, is it still like attached to Jane in a way, or is it like a separate entity that I would be able to aim for separately of her?
So it's not so much that this is like its physical form.
Yeah.
That's not like its physical form. It's like a vapor coming off, like taking shape over top of Jane. It's not to say that like Jane is like I don't know how to describe this. It doesn't have a physical body.
Okay. So there's no real way that I'd be able to target the thing instead of Jane, is there, with a spell?
I think there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think Faelynn just did.
I'll just say it now. Like Faelynn has hit the necklace twice, and you can see that that's affected the echo.
Okay. Here's the problem with that, is that a lot of these are not good for that sort of thing. If This is what I would like to have happen.
Okay.
I would like to extend a hand out, and like my eyes kind of darken and go kind of black, and there's this like shadowy thing that kind of erupts out from my elbow and forms out of my hand, and it's this like long spindly claw kind of mechanic thing, and I'm gonna reach over and I'm gonna try to grab at the gem on the necklace, and I'm gonna try to cast Vampiric Touch.
Oh.
Ooh, all of us
Okay.
were like, okay.
The Echo's going to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Is that?
Because I don't.
I just roll to hit. I think for Vampiric Touch. Does the thing need to roll a dexterity check just to?
I thought it would be because like you're doing this like you're standing in front of her and she can like see this happening. But if,
okay.
Like I'll have like the DC low.
Okay.
A 1.
And that's a 3.
Ah!
So like she like doesn't quite understand. Like she's not trained in Arcana.
Mhm.
She doesn't know what this is.
Yeah.
And she like sees it coming towards her with like a kind of fascination.
Okay.
And then, yeah, go ahead and roll.
All right. That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. All right. So it is. It is 8 points of necrotic damage, and I think I have to double check it real quick. Hang on.
Can you get like plus something from Reed?
Yeah, I get
Plus 1d8.
and I
4?
on the hit. The target takes 3d6 necrotic damage, and you regain hit points equal to half the amount of necrotic damage dealt. So I get 4 hit points back.
Nice. Okay, so how much damage was that?
It was 8 necrotic.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Okay, so I reach out with this like shadowy hand, and like the hair is kind of like Ghibli standing up off of my neck a little bit.
Yes,
And I reach out, and it's this what is the Ghibli movie where like the shadow things like erupt? Mononoke, where like the curse like erupts out of his body. It's like that, like waving around my arm, and it forms into like the spindly hand. I pluck the center gem out of the necklace, grab it, and I crush it.
Oh yeah, and it was like already disintegrating. Like you just like took the snap out of it.
Crushed it.
And as this happens, like you see like a split second of realization on the Echo's face when this is happening, and she goes, "Ha!" and it's already taken out, and the vapor over top of Jane immediately dissipates, and like she like falls to the ground. That's like 10 feet. I should roll damage for that.
Oh no!
Can Harvey try and catch
I was
her?
about to say, can we do a reaction to see if I can grab her?
Yeah, go for it.
Should we roll dexterity or aesthetic?
20! I rolled a nat 20.
Aww. Bro, okay. Harvey has a bomb moment. He is still on top of the table, and he sees her falling, and he goes and he he lands on like his knees and like with her in his arms, and it's like,
I did it! I did it!
I love it.
Oh my gosh. Are you alright?
yes.
Okay, he... Oh, fuck John. But... Harvey starts to go and look for Rochester, I guess.
Rochester has been like in the doorway, like he's
Coward.
okay. I was gonna be like he had like no way to fight.
Sure. He could have been.
He's
He
an
could have
elf.
He's this
improvised.
lanky
Come on
guy.
now.
There's a
Come on
vase
now.
Yeah.
Is
somewhere.
Harvey
But
is Harvey
also
still
that-
holding Jane, or
Uh,
is
Jane's
she
probably
got
like
up or
trying to
anything?
sit up a little bit. She like twisted her ankle on the way down. That's probably what.
Oh.
Oh, I
That's,
was
like,
gonna say that Bonnie was gonna cast Featherfall, so as she was falling, she was falling very slowly. So I was
yeah.
hoping she wouldn't actually hit any pain at all, because I can use that as a reaction.
That can happen retroactively. She like drifts down and she's actually fine.
Oh, so Harvey didn't have this epic thing. He's just like waiting like a feather.
No, He did start to like
I'm
fall like
waiting.
slightly slower, but Harvey did still catch her.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
It just means that she doesn't like impact on him and just like
Yeah.
smack
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
Talking about giving you like lap.
So she starts.
Aw.
So she like starts sitting up a little bit, and like the guests who like ran out, like a few of them are like peeking around and like looking at her a little like fearfully. And Rochester sees this and like strolls right up to her and he like kneels down. He's like, I can never make up for what I've done.
Yeah.
I hope one day maybe you can forgive me, but in the meantime, friendship is enough. And she like takes his hand and like stands up. And she goes, you need to work on your communication skills. and he like leads her to one of the tables to like sit down and like get her some water. And like guests are like starting to drift in a little bit and are like, isn't that great? What a show. I know. I guess he's not as out of Arcana as we thought.
Oh my god.
Bonnie's gonna extend a hand to Harvey and be like, "You right?"
I've been much better. As soon as we get out of this place, the better. I want to get on that train and take a big old nap.
I'm with you. She like shouts. Great idea, Harvey.
Yeah.
Laurie's going
Jane, like
from over where he is.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Laurie had like 3 drinks in a row during,
Yeah.
so he's like a little tipsy and like, haha. Jane stands up a little shakily and she's like, yes, we do have a train to catch. And like before she like she walks past Rochester a little bit and she goes, don't forget to write, John. And then she like walks out and like
Wow.
Sorry, do I see Dorian anywhere?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dorian is like standing outside of like the ballroom, like looking really tense. And roll an insight check if you want to see how he's feeling.
Is Caroline still in the ballroom?
Caroline does not look to be in the house. I think she's just straight ran out.
Good, okay.
Valid.
Cool.
A smart woman.
That's an 18.
Well,
18? Okay, you see him, like he was kind of, like, feigning being annoyed, but, like, once he sees you, you see him, like, relax a little bit. And Basil, like, looks at him and he's like, fucking idiot. It's nice to see you're okay.
Thanks, Basil.
Good fight.
Always been better than my brothers at fighting, at least. She gives a little smirk
Yeah.
at Dorian. See you at home. And then she goes with the others.
As
Where's
as
just
she
gonna go?
leaves, you kind of hear Basil go like,
And
I think I
follows
could get
her.
shooting lessons from her.
She like, most definitely, Basil.
Dorian calls after me. He's like, safe travels. And he like
She,
turns
like,
around,
stops
and
a
he
bit.
actually just turns
It's
to
like-
leave.
She's like, that's the closest thing to I love you I've ever heard.
Laura's like, I'm quite surprised. I don't think that will ever happen again.
No, I'm gonna cherish this moment. Wait. Moment cherished.
Absolutely stellar.
Okay. So the party is
wait.
like coming back and like
Oh.
coming. Oop.
I was gonna say, after that, he's gonna go, Dorian! Is he gonna look at him?
Dorian like stops for a second because he's like walking away, and Basil is like kind of just like standing there. He's like, he's listening.
He's gonna go, get fucked! And then he runs away.
Dorian tenses and is like,
Good courage.
and Basil's like, I'm getting him a drink.
Yeah!
Sorry, continue.
He's talking about Dorian, not Lori.
Oh,
Actually,
I
no,
know.
he's probably talking about both.
yeah.
It's okay.
Let us
He's
have
done
this.
more for Lori in the past before. They're fine.
All right, so like the party is like starting to like come back into the ballroom. And Jane left to like go grab her things. She's already packed up. To like get the train before like the last one leaves, which is also your train.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
we wanna.
How much time do we have?
Ow.
How much time do we have?
We should go.
Like 45 minutes,
Okay.
15 to 20 minutes to get
there-
to the place.
Are there musicians back on the stage?
There are a few that are like starting to like come back in. The director's already up there, like looking through, like, all right, what else? What do we play?
So is there music happening?
Yeah, they're starting to like start the music again.
Okay. Well, Laurie's gonna run up to where Faelynn's walking, and he's gonna grab her hand, and he's gonna go, "Would you care for a dance?" Very quickly before we have to leave.
All right, one dance, but I promise you that I will actually break your toes.
It's
Make a
fine.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah,
Oh, I was gonna let her lead, but all right.
don't want that.
That'll be a 17.
Do I roll performance?
Yes.
That's a 14.
Mm.
Ooh.
So like you do misstep here and there, but like Laurie's like, oh, like good at dancing.
Yeah.
So like he can read when you're actually going to misstep before you realize you are.
Yeah.
As they're dancing, Bonnie's gonna kind of just remember the night before, and she's gonna kind of brush her hands off, which have got a little bit clammy, and just kind of go and move to the side of the ballroom and be like, I guess we're waiting for a whale. Okay.
Harvey's gonna go up to Bonnie, and he's gonna look at Faelynn and Laurie dancing, and then back at Bonnie. It hurts. It hurts a lot. I know. I'm not good with words, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, I am pretty good with words, not in like a blunt sense, but Harvey, you know, I told you what happened last night with me, but I was just wondering, how did you really get him?
About that, if you don't mind. I can't.
All right, I will not press you about it,
So,
but
my dad and Robin,
oh,
what she showed me, that woman, it wasn't pleasant. It was bad memories. Things that I'd like to keep hidden. And, I hope you won't say anything to Robin about all of this.
I know I'm a blabbermouth, but I wouldn't tell anyone about that.
Thank you. I won't tell anyone about what you told
You
me.
better not, or I'll crush your nuts.
I love her.
Right, that's what I assumed. Harvey's gonna put a very hesitant hand on her shoulder and just like trying to comfort her in the best way that he can without being like she's gonna crack his hand off.
She's gonna take his hand off, but then she's gonna hold it just briefly and give it a quick squeeze. And then she's gonna be like, right, oh, there you go, and hand his hand back to him and be like,
I love that.
I love it.
May Faelynn see Bonnie in the corner and ask her to dance as well, if that would be. She's gonna dance with Laurie and she's like, come on, let's ask the others. Go dance with Harvey, I'll take Bonnie. Or you can take Violet.
Laurie's gonna go.
Violet's probably never
Laurie's gonna
danced.
go. I don't think Harvey would like to dance with me, but I do know.
Well then,
Bonnie
Violet.
would like to dance with you.
Well, Violet would love to dance with you. She's never danced. She's never danced at these kind of parties before. Come on, Laurie.
Fine.
While they've been doing this, before I get roped into the dancing, can I have gone over and talked to Rochester real quick?
ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
everyone.
So I'm gonna go over to him. And I'm just gonna kind of like stand there and just kind of like think about what I want to say for a second, and then I'm going to, sir, I will leave my name and address and a way to contact me at the university with your head groundskeeper, the dwarven lady that we met before. If you need someone to teach you about the arcana and what it does to people, or if you need any tips about how to deal with the clinically insane, I've got practice, and I quite enjoy sharing my knowledge, and you might be in need of it, especially if Miss Eyre seems to, for some godforsaken reason, be on the verge of forgiving you for what you've done. I would suggest learning how to communicate with people first and foremost, and then educating yourself about what goes on in your own house.
Yes, of course.
I don't mean to speak above my station.
I appreciate the assistance, though I know it is not for my benefit, but for the others that I've been so careless for.
Yes, well, mistakes are often made. Sometimes you're lucky enough to have them rectified. You've been given a chance. Take it.
Yes.
What a good.
And don't let it happen again.
Yes. Of course.
The headmaster at the university has ways to contact me. I'll also leave it with your dwarven woman, but if you need it, just ask for Violet Little. And then I'm gonna go back.
Violet Little?
Violet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why the cat had a smile.
That's why
Curious
you're wearing a blue
curiouser.
dress and blonde
Yeah.
hair.
I don't know what you're talking about.
At that point,
So-
Laurie's gonna go up to. Oh, is he? Mistress DM, do I have time to talk to Violet?
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
Violet. I'm Laurie. Y'all. It's been a while.
Was that the voice that he approached her with? Please say yes.
No. He's
like wearing a felt mustache. I've never met you.
No, he's nervous to talk to Violet, but he's gonna try. He's gonna come up, and he's like, I know you don't quite like me very much. We didn't really get off on the best foot. But would you care for a dance, perhaps? Or not? It's totally fine. But I would like to have a conversation with you, if you wouldn't mind.
Then let us converse.
All right then.
And she's gonna go with him.
All right, cool. So, as they're doing what they do, I don't know if they're really dancing or they're just kind of like just like
Violet doesn't know this shit.
Well, if they're dancing, then he's gonna just take the lead, and it's gonna be easy, so she doesn't really have to think about it.
Okay.
But he's gonna go. When you mentioned earlier about why I stay in my room on campus,
I don't actually need to know if you don't.
Well, I would like to tell you.
I just say things sometimes.
Here's the thing. I have a certain relationship with Headmaster Shelley. That's not what people assume the worst of me, because look at me. Look at how I act. It's fine. But I get away with a lot, and she gives me a lot of leeway because she is my guardian of sorts. She took me in when I was quite young, when both my parents no longer chose to stay in this world, and has raised me like her own. And I think you have potential. You might be the most talented Arcana user I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've seen quite a few. So I'm not trying to make any of your work or your hard-earned experience lesser than, but I can set up a sort of meeting with her and with her colleagues in order to make your work a lot easier for you to do if you would like. You can say no, it's totally fine, but I thought I might offer.
I'm not quite sure what to say. The thing is, I like the challenge, and it has the bonus effect of pissing off my mother. So it's sort of a win-win. But if you are insistent on trying to help in some way, shape, or form, there are a couple of more restricted classes that I've been dying to get into, and someone like me who doesn't have much to the name, they don't take very seriously, which is why I am the way that I am. But
it's unfortunate that people like me do get things quite easier than a lot of other more deserving people like yourself. But
that's not to say you're not deserving.
Oh no!
I heard your poem to Harvey. It was lovely.
I write silly little words on paper about emotions and things that are fleeting, and people seem to enjoy them, but there's no real magic in it. What you do is special and has impact and is incredible, and that needs to be rewarded. And I'm very much more than willing to give you that golden ticket and to make it so that you can be applauded and revered for your work, and make sure that Violet Little will be a household name. But I won't do it unless you would like me to. I don't want to cross any boundaries. I have been told I'm quite pushy sometimes.
I've been told the same thing, so we'll talk. We'll talk later, I think, about this. Right now, I'd rather get everyone out and back someplace safe, but
Absolutely, this place is dreadful.
I'd be interested to hear your thoughts at least.
Good to know.
Actually,
He's gonna put his hand out. And he's gonna offer like a shake his hand. Says, "Deal?
Deal.
Deal. Nice." Oh, cute.
With that, one of you kind of like looks at the like clock piece that's like on the mantle in here, and you guys are like kind of cutting it close.
Speed run! Speed run!
Just suddenly, just like
as she's gonna go over to Bonnie,
I'll show you
like
some real speed.
ask her to like dance with her. Like she looks at the. Alright, I was gonna ask you to dance with me because of the party and stuff, but we're cutting it short, so let's do it on the train, alright? Come on!
Sure.
You right?
Alright.
Harvey passes by Rochester. Oh, sorry.
Oh no. I took a bit of a hit of psychic oof from the echo of the dead lady.
Yeah.
And it's just scrambled me a little bit.
That's alright.
Just a wee bit.
Let's do a slow dance then, or something like that. Come on.
Sure. Aye.
She doesn't even. I'm just gonna say, Faelynn doesn't even know what slow dancing is. She just thinks it's a slower tempo.
Aye, a slow dance. Aye, all right. Let's head off then.
okay, you pass by Rochester. You said, Harvey.
Up to Rochester, and he looks at him and he goes, "You better learn how to treat a lady better."
Oh, get him!
And he walks away and he packs his bags.
Rochester just like sits down on the chair at the table he's at, and
You've been scolded
Get
by a
it,
bunch
go
of
on.
uni students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking get wrecked, motherfucker.
Get
That's what you get for being a
yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
You really let him
Okay.
have it.
Harvey does the
What a
Water trash.
What a try!
Bonnie's proud of him.
university.
University.
So like as you guys are like actually like kind of like moving a little speedily upstairs, Jane is actually coming downstairs. She's like, I'll leave without you. And she like walks down the stairs.
That's a
like
big
kind of
shot
like grinning.
I'll leave without you. We just saved your Bonnie hide.
This is her clearly joking of like, don't be late.
Yeah.
oh.
But like,
Yeah.
Faelynn's
So,
already
like,
packed her
Goodness,
bags.
always a governess.
She's ready to just grab
Yeah.
and go.
Yeah.
Bonnie has not packed her bags. She is stuffing everything.
Violet doesn't have much to pack, so she'll help Bonnie out packing.
Yeah, Faelynn
I
as
thank
well.
you.
Faelynn will also help Bunny with her packing. Like, I
Yeah,
told
everyone-
her to pack beforehand.
Why do you have so many things?
Well, because you never know what's going to happen, and
We were
evidently
here for a
something
day.
happened.
Why
Got 5
would
pairs
you
of
think you
shoes.
needed these?
Well, you know, if I prepped for being haunted, I would have brought some boots instead of heels.
While it's
Why do you
happening,
have so
Lori's
many
gonna.
shoes?
While this is happening, Lori's gonna get the fairy tale book that he took at the beginning, and then he's going to run back down to where the bookshelf is and put it back where he found it. But he's going to, because he read the book that night when they stayed over because he couldn't sleep, and he's going to leave a piece of parchment where he wrote a little poem on it. But he's going to leave it on his favorite fairy tale for whoever is next to find it, and so he's going to put it back and then run back upstairs.
Cute.
Okay, so like everyone's kind of hustling like each other's luggage and like not even holding their own. Everyone's just kind of like, oh no, we gotta go. And you guys hustle downstairs past like the party that's going on. And as you leave, it's warmer outside. Like there's a release. It's humid. You're kind of sweaty now. You're tired, but God, does it feel so good to be out of the house.
Mhm.
And the carriage car is out, and it's non-horse pulled now. It's just like full car mode. And Grace sits at the helm, and she goes, "Get on in." And So the door is open and Jane is already sitting in there and she goes, "Come on."
We're running!
There's like the cover isn't pulled over the car. There's like these 4 sort of like rods that are put into the corners now that like hang gas lamps so that like you can actually see. Everyone piles into the car and like suddenly there's just the release of like, we were just at a party and it was messed up, but like let's talk about the good parts. And like it's like, oh, who is that? Lori, who is that? And like as like the car drives down the road, there's another release of just everything's fine.
Lori's still tipsy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
You like slammed 17 drinks.
Yeah.
God.
Why not?
And that is where we end this one shot.
Oh,
Yay!
Wow.
Thank you so much, Lydia.
That was amazing.
Thank you, Lydia. Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
What a roller coaster.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, next
so good.
Frankenpunk one shot will be next month.
Yeah.
Sometime. So that'll be
Sometime in
another
April.
month. Sometime in April. Thank you so much. And then tomorrow will be another episode of the BBs, which is also a ball episode. So come dressed. Is there anything you want to plug, Lydia? You have your Patreon.
Yes, I have a Patreon, which I actually put all this stuff on there. I'm world building for like this entire like steampunk world. As you can see, I've written some stuff about Arcana, and that's like I will be posting more of that later tonight, along with like the tiers involved. Like the first tier is just like the actual one shot document that I run stuff off of. That's like where I put the eloquence. And then like the higher tier involves like the playlists and the Pinterest boards. So if you want to see those too, then go ahead and find me on Patreon. I'm still GothicFaerie. I'm also GothicFaerie on TikTok. And I think that's all I'm going to say.
Thank you so much, Lydia. And I hope all of you have a good night.
Thank
Good
you.
morning, wherever you are in the world.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
Yay.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.